So, this is... Why is chat in front of me? Or behind my head? In front of my head. That's not going to work. How'd you get in front of me? Huh. Hang on a minute. Chat, what are you doing being on top of me? Get back there. There we go. Whoops. Okay. So, we have the specials. Look at that. So, Tomb Raider. I did Tomb Raider. In fact, I started helping out Poi Boy with hers. And then Midgar is the new thing that just dropped the other day. Okay. Let me be sure of everything. Alright. On behalf of everyone at the Shinra Electric Power Company, I'd like to welcome you to Midgar. It could not have been easy to have you come... easy to come all the way out here, so your presence is much appreciated. To raise our population's morale, we are opening an exhibition to celebrate the long, varied history of our fair city's motor industry. Two of its key pieces, however, have emerged from storage in, let's just say, less than pristine condition. If they are to take the center stage of the exhibition, they must be spotless, and that requires the attention of someone who understands the full meaning of that word. None other than you. Reeve Saviti. Or Tusti. Oh, Reeve. Oh. Fucking Final Fantasy VII. You got that right, Mako. Oh, that's so quiet. Why is that quiet? Where's my sound? There it is. Good God, that's loud. There we go. Oh! Okay, well, that works out. Punching me in the fucking ears. Okay, I can up a little bit more for you guys. There we go. Wow, that hurt. Okay, I had to be sure of the entire length of chat. We get two. Oh, imagine that. Wait, wasn't this what, Cloud and the others escaped on? Or no, Cloud is riding this. Are you new to Midgar? Allow me to say a few words by way of introduction. Alright, Reeves, what have you got to say? Why does this have spikes on the front of it? I am the director of urban planning responsible for the design of the entire city, including its heart, the Shinra building, in which you're currently working. Okay. But why are you like this? Like ramming suspension. So this is designed to ram into other people. That's not just there for looks. That is actually designed to run into things. There we go. Let's pick a little quieter thing while we do this. Ah. It's the wide one. Huh. I can honestly say I have never fully played through Final Fantasy VII. I played Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus. I have played other spin-off games, but I have never played Final Fantasy VII. Our organization, run by the lauded President Shinra, is split into 5 divisions: urban planning, space and aeronautics, advanced... Okay. I guess I didn't have time to read that. So how does this look for you guys? Is it good enough? Are you not liking the game and the monitor? I figure since I haven't, I will play with it. At most, if I don't like it, that it looks pretty cool. That's good to hear. I figure if we don't like it, then what I will do is later on, I will just do what I did before and bump it out to the entire thing. Really put myself into it, you know? Not really, but good enough. There we go. Yeah, this is like the big spray mode. The whole purpose of this mode is just literally code stuff. Code a lot more, a lot faster. If I'm right, wasn't this motorcycle called Fenrir? See, I remember playing Final Fantasy. I watched the movie Advent Children. And then they had like 3 other remakes of the damn thing. I should have known that that is what they were going to do. Because that's what they do. When they have something they really, really like, they go ahead and remake the fuck out of it a bunch of times. By the way, you missed this one crucial important fact. Oh no, we'll have to go ahead and write 5 more minutes of animation for this. Is that really necessary? It's like, yes, it's integral to nothing. But I know everything that goes on with it because I couldn't play a lot of those games at the time. I didn't have those games. You know, a lot of like, oh, I had a PlayStation, I played this, I did this. I didn't have any of that cool stuff. That wasn't something I had. And that wasn't something I knew about or how to get or anything. It just wasn't something I could do when I was a kid. Or younger, for that matter. So a lot of it came down to doing stuff later, which still has my interest, much like I have a POV Shinra employee. That's pretty much how they're kind of treating me in here. It's like I'm an employee. I'm like, I don't remember signing that, but okay, sure. I guess for for how it has to look on paper, I guess I am your employee. I'm an outside contractor. Let's treat me as such, alright? Oh, the kickstand. There it goes. Wait a minute, I saw that where to go. Uh-huh. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of these games when I was younger. So I have had a lot of joy with them being around now. Because they've given me a chance to actually be able to replay it. On current settings, current things, looking good, everything operating nicely. And it's been a change. Because I see a lot of people who are like, okay, I expected either Midgar of Public Security or Hojo of the Research Development to call upon your services at some point as well. Oh, great. Hojo. Yeah, I remember him. All the shit he does. Ugh. Public Security, Midgar commands the city's military, while Hojo concerns himself with pushing the boundaries of science. Yeah, sure. We'll roll with that idea. That's what he does, yeah. Due to the highly secretive nature of their jobs, as well as the eccentric personalities, I recommend not making any ripples, let alone waves, when working for them. Sure, dude. Fuck off, Reeve. Don't tell me what to do. But, yeah. With how things have turned out now, I can honestly say I'm really, really happy to see a lot of these new games. Though, there are some of them that I don't understand the charm of because of that reason. Much like when, onto the vehicles themselves. Alright, we'll focus. Yeah, what about the vehicles? The motorcycle is a Harley Daytona, highly maneuverable, and powered by our company's first V-Type DOHC engine. Cool. I don't know what you're waiting on, but I will just keep cleaning in the meantime. The engine is the same as those used in small aircraft, so it does 0 to 60 in, I've seen we've already arrived. That is impressive. I forgot what the game was. Signalis, that's what it was. So when we were playing Signalis, I didn't understand a lot of what was going on. the thrill everyone was having of it, calling back, oh my god, it's just like old school Silent Hill. It's just like old school Resident Evil. I never played those games, so I don't know. I never played them when they came out, because I didn't have the system to play them on or anything. Shinra Hauler is a classic all-purpose vehicle that has always been an integral part of city life. Okay, so this is a hauler. The trike is a hauler. While it may look clunky and unstable with its unusual three-wheel design, I assure you, its appearance belays its true power. Oh, that wasn't an insignia, okay. Wait, that was an insignia. On an open freeway, the hauler could theoretically keep pace with a Harley Daytona. Okay, I get it, because it did. Right. So, it's stuff like that where people have talked about all this really cool stuff, like, oh yeah, this is a throwback to those old days, to those really old games that are so cool and everyone remembers. I'm like, I don't know. Sorry. I know a lot of you are just all about those games. Like, they're Dead Space to me. They have left an imprint on your mind. They are everything you know and remember about a game. That is your favorite. You know? It's everything. But I wouldn't even begin to know where to start. Because I just don't. I never had those games. So being able to see something like this from a different angle, I'd really love to do. It's really cool to see because, yeah. I'm sure there's always going to be something that people are like, by the way, did you know? And I'll be like, no, I did not. But that's super awesome. There we go, nice and shiny. Clean it all. Do. That cleaned that. Time to get in here really hard. Okay, that should be good. I don't see any yellow, so we're looking good. Now, I have wanted to play a few of those other old games, but I have to find out what ones are good, what one they have on the systems, and what they require to play. Because I'm betting it's going to be, for a lot of these, it's probably stupid easy. That's weird. Oh, it is the handle. I'm just missing a chunk of it. Aha, gotcha. You cannot hide your dirt and grime from me. I see all. There we go. Cleanse it. Now, I have wanted to play Silent Hill. Because I played Silent Hill... Oh god, what was Heather in? 3? I think I played Silent Hill 3. And that was an interesting one. Because a lot of people apparently were like, yeah, it's it's a takeaway. It's kind of like how Silent Hill 4 changed things. Silent Hill 3 changed things. So it's like, okay. Well, is that they change things for the good, or they change things for the bad? And a lot of people are just like, they change things. So it's like, that seems a little interesting. Now, what is your guys' take on these games? Like, is there any one game that really stuck out to you that you would say is worth playing? That you would like me to see, that screams, hey, you don't know old games, you don't know these things, play this. Like, what is a must-play kind of game? really want me to clean inside there too, huh? That seemed a little excessive, but okay. Oh, get back down there. Yep. Oh, that one shined. The other one didn't shine. Okay, so I got some work to do. Bro, I can't get in there at this angle. What? How do you expect me to be able to get there? Well, you like long JRPGs. I bet you do since you like play Persona 5. I do, yes. It varies on the game, but yes. Hang on a minute. Break air intake. Okay. Ah. Hauler brake light. It has been a while since I've played a lot of those, but yeah, because I was going to play still Persona 5 and other such. Hauler rear wheel mount. Hauler wheel. Well, that wheel's clean. Ah, this one. Okay. Go. Rear wheel mount and cab panel. Tray. Cab. Wait a minute, where was it? Cab panel. Yeah, so what ideas do you have, Miko? What do you think is a good one? Is it like one you've played a lot or one you know of? Okay, what am I missing here? I'm missing something. There's a dirt smudge somewhere. There you are. Okay, rear wheel hub. Oh. Okay. Little bit more. Somewhere on here. Waiting for games make me do that. Oh, wait. I don't even know what I want to play. Oh. There we go. Alright, continue. I only made $75 off cleaning 2 cars. Really? Oh. Okay. I'm starting to look into a few things. There's a good number of them. Like I said, Elden Ring is currently the newest one that I'm looking into because Elden Ring has new DLC coming out that I really want to play. So that's why I was talking about that one in specifics, because I wonder how big that chat's supposed to get. Hopefully more. In specific, I want to have thumbnails made up for it, so when I do play it, I can go ahead and put those in there. Because yeah, I'm gonna play the for as bad as I am at it, I am going to play the DLC. Okay. Reeve tells me that... Oh, wait, this is Hedgar. Reeve tells me that you're quite the shot. Shame those skills are wasted on cleaning up literal filth instead of enemies of the state, but no matter. As head of public security, my job is to keep the city safe. One of the most efficient ways to do that is through the development of devastating weaponry. My Scorpion Sentinel can snuff out insurgents before they can even start reaching for their white flag. But Professor Hojo thinks his test subjects could quell riots better than the heavy weapons, or than a heavy weapons platform. To prove just how wrong he is, I propose a challenge for him. If one of his juiced-up lab rats could even scratch my sentinel, I'd volunteer to be his next test subject. I have no doubt that my machine stood the test against his mewling varmints, but I still need the sentinel washdown. After all, isn't that what his beloved scientific process calls for? Evidence? Alright, bud. There's a lot of games coming out, as of recently, that have my interest. So I'm looking into those as well. That's cool. Oh, I have scaffolding. Okay. Behold the Scorpion Sentinel, one of Shinra's greatest achievements for military robotics. I see you. You are so nasty. Your identity has already been stored away in the database as a non-target, so stop worrying about getting shot and start scrubbing. Well, that's good to know. You're quite safe for now. Okay. Oh, I love that. Did that just say raise arm? I can raise the arm in order to get underneath it. Cool. So yeah, I'm looking into games. There's all kinds of games I keep finding more of and going, oh my god, I didn't know this was a thing. So yeah, I am looking. So much so. Because I really like playing these games. I really like playing games and finding new ones. Because there are series that I have never touched that surprises me that I didn't know they existed. Metal Gear Solid is one of them. Never played any of those. I have seen people talk about Metal Gear Solid to the day is blue. And it always kind of wowed me. I was like, this is a really, really long-lasting series. And I think it's still ongoing, or if it just ended, I don't know. But it was one of those series that left me going, wow. Where do you start? Do you have to play it chronologically to understand what's going on? And that's really been one of my bigger fears, is a lot of these series started when I was young. And they've kept up. They've kept growing. And it's like, so if this was all going on when I was younger, and I didn't know about it then, and I know about it now, and it's like, oh shit, that's been a very long time between these. That makes it kind of hard to get really into or to deal with. But that's also another thing that I know a lot of people don't do, is they don't play, if you're, oh, Tifa? Hey, if you're available, I have a job for you in this Sector 7 Undercity. Interesting. At the bar? I know you're eager to know more about my Sentinel's myriad capabilities. I mean, not really, but maybe. Its tail is far deadlier than that of a creature it's modeled after, and 6 tapered legs really go straight to the point, if you will. Boo! Get off the stage. No one liked that joke. As for those craven foes who want to shoot the Scorpion at a distance, it has a Mark 98 cannon and Mark 99 launchers. Okay, I bet that is a big dig measurement, I'm sure. It's got a big dick measurement, and you're saying it was small dick energy. Okay. They play wait. Just follow the numbers, then play spin-offs if you want. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was gonna say, so is this like a Jack and Daxter kind of thing? That was such a good series. I'm kind of annoyed how some of it turned out, but overall it was a really fun one. I can't, I don't even think people remember Jak and Daxter very much. I just saw it being referenced earlier. I think it was by one of my buddies. Was saying, you know, when someone asked, what is the greatest game system you remember? Or you can't name a perfect trilogy type of game. Or just a perfect game, you know, from sound to gameplay to all this other crap. But do you think we would stop there? Of course not. No, what did you guys do to this? Oh, man, this is nasty. We also outfitted it with close-range EM field and self-repairing techno. Okay. I guess you didn't want me to read that off. You do you, bud. Just like I wasn't sure if this is where everyone wants me to face or turn this way. I can do that. It just depends, you know? That's what these are here for, is to find out what people like. And that's the nice part, is because I'm three-dimensional, I can move wherever I want. Do you want me to face the screen while I play? Sure, I can do that. I know that people have found that to be very weird. But I like it because it's fun. Good gosh. What did you fight, dude? Did you fall into the garbage heap yourself? Okay. Oh, that's nasty. I am using the biggest nozzle here, and there's just so much crap that's on this thing. What am I doing? Does that say lower tail? Pick that up. Look at all those stains. Oh. Ha! Beat it to the punch. I had to sneeze. There we go. Stop moving. You weren't moving earlier. There we go. I'm just giving you the basic brush down right now. We'll go deeper here in a second. Ew. Man, what is with your weird-ass robotic tail? Seriously. Nope, nope. Oh, I can't. I was hoping to be able to climb up there. Guess that won't let me. So yeah, it turned into be one of those fun things going on. But I've always been on the lookout for a lot of these really, really fun games that everyone else likes, they built themselves off of, or they just like to talk about. Be that or a chill game where it's just like, hey guys, come and join me. We're gonna go ahead and just chill out. It's like, damn. It's like, what are we doing? We are going to play this super chill game. Alright, count me in. Gang activity in Sector 5 Undercity, Don Cornello's lackeys. So, if you have any chill games, let me know. Now, Poi Boy has been really kind to me, and giving me a lot of pointers for chill games to play. Briefly considered deploying the Scorpion against them, but realized they are the definition of a small fry. I would have wasted a company resources to eliminate them. Yeah, yep, that would be it. That would be really bad if you have to go to Shinra and be like, yo, I spent $500 million moving this thing out. You know I'm going to have to take your testicles, right? More fitting target with those eco-terrorists that go by the name of Avalanche. Okay, so this is before everything going on. This isn't him rebuilding shit. This is after. Or this is before, and not after. So hold on, bro. What did you actually get into to fuck your stuff up this bad? I mean, unless Hojo has made explosive enemies that just explode into green pus, I don't understand how this could have ended up like this. Like, I'm just doing the bare basic once over as I do. Oh, see, for a lot of these, I try to do a once over, depending on their size. If they're a big thing like this, I do a once over with the large brush, just so that I'm able to go ahead and just get a good sweep in there, clear off a lot of this excess crap, and then go back in with the finer, harder brushes, and just really clear everything out. Look at that. See? It's just like, really? What if I use one of the bigger brushes and it's just like, But now that I'm at the very top... Oh. Okay, that's actually not too bad. These have actually been cleaned rather well. You know, I know how some people are like, oh, this you know, comfy streamers are always the weird ones. as I'm starting, oh, okay, as I'm starting to see a lot of, but you gotta have fun with things. A lot of people in here are very weird. Not a good weird, but there are more good people than there are weird people. There we go. Like, that is something I've started to notice. Because that was actually pointed out to me by someone else who I was talking with. It's a lot of issues these days for the VTubers. Has been from people being really comfy and getting really weird with fans. It's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, it's such something to watch out for. I'm like, you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, that's... Nah. I understand where you're coming from. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's clean. But I would like to do... It's true we are. Hey, Sanka, what's up, buddy? I guess we would both classify for the comfy streamer, because we both do chill shit. We are both very chill streamers. There we go. I just gotta get. I need to get back on top of it. I squeak. So yeah, there's a lot that goes on, and I'm just chilling out with what I do. Yeah, you missed the whole wacky wavy inflatable arm man. Ow. I debuted my new look, as you see, in all my awesomeness. I'm not gonna get over that because it's kind of weird. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. That was bugged. It showed I was crouching. That wasn't. I'm stuck. But I now have almost the same level of emotion as normal. So to me, that's kind of weird. Provided nothing happens with the camera and it's still looking at me when it does stuff, it can actually keep up. That's about my only issue. And I was actually talking about a lot of the technology that's come out that people have been working on that are very interesting. but there's still more to be had, and it'll only take a little more time for a lot of these programs to come out. Oh, you actually might like this one. So, one of the programs I was talking about is called Obscure. It's actually run by a 3D company that pretty much goes out of their way to do... Well, no, they're essentially... is that the best way of calling it? They are a subsidiary of a... Like, you know the Rococo suits, as I talked about them? The Rococo suits were designed by M-Sense or another company above them. That company, that parent company, is designing a program with the help or use or with other people. Like, oh, there we go. Fofamed and Riku VR. Those guys are the ones that I was talking about earlier, who do their own 3D stuff, who code and program and develop a lot of scary stuff inside Unity. There, he has like full-on redeems. The man has a 4070 for God's sake. No, he got a 4090 because he kept trying to break it and he couldn't. It was really awesome. But a lot of his redeems are all in Unity. They look like they would be a high-end video game or a 3D movie. They are that well done. So what he's doing with his shit is they are just there for fun. Who? Twitch. Powder? No. Riku VR? Is that it? Did I get it in one go? We're loading, we're loading, we're loading. That is not Riku VR. Who the fuck are you? Oh, he's in my VTuber folder. I have people who are... I know, it was Riku VR. Okay. Profile... Huh. Hang on a minute. Here it is. Links. Here we are. Oh, he has an underscore like I do. That's why. Here we go. Riku VR. And where is Fofaman? Well, here, let me just find... Yeah. So, this Monday, all these tech breakthroughs are going to be great. You'll like this one. It's what I'm looking to move over to. On Monday, Riku is going to start talking about, the new program that they're working on, called Obscure. It's pretty much OBS KUR. Get it? Obscure, OBS. So, what a lot of that is going to be... it's an all-in-one kind of thing. Let me see if I can find it. That's the rules, knowledge base. They don't have it out yet. They have it only for signups. But what it is if I can get to it. Oh, that was a wrist. Where is Obscure? Obscure. It's actually really cool to see. There you go. And it should, because I put in for it, it should actually work across both YouTube and Twitch eventually. I'm not even sure how I would go about linking this to show. They went very weird with their marketing. That much I can say is they went very weird with it. Where did I put that? On mobile, so it's going to be a screenshot? Well, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can do this. Browser. Do I already have one of those? I don't. Okay. Well, give me a sec. Browser. Okay. Yes, yes, I know you're on top of everything, because you have to be on top of everything. Hide you for now? You know, there's a button I can just push that opens things up. Oh, damn. Oh, ah. I guess that's what I'm going for. So, everything is handled like you're seeing. With the exception of the don't miss what's happening. Ignore that. If it weren't for that freaking banner. Okay, can I get rid of that? I don't think I can. Ah, wait. Control audio via OBS. Refresh cache of current page. Okay. Why did that just disappear? Okay, uncheck that, put that back there. Or, you know, just fuck off. It's not like I wasn't trying to have you work. Fine, I'll remove it, whatever. But, essentially, it's an all-in-one kind of thing that allows you to work like I am in 3D. It allows you to build the world around you in 3D. So you have access to all of that in one go of an area. There's no jumping programs to make things work. There's no having 6 different programs open to make things work. It's just an all-in-one OBS-style creator that allows you to manipulate the world around you and stream. So, that means that I can have my model in obscure, hi, being me, with leap motion and all that other shit connected, or even no leap motion, just my character in general, inside there, in a 3D world if I wanted, and everything would work as it should. There wouldn't be any correction, there wouldn't be anything going on. It would just be one app to, you know, kind of like how they keep saying it, one app to control everything. Sandoval is kind of making their own thing. And the whole point of that is literally the same thing. It's because there's too many apps out there that require to have multiple open. So not everything works because of that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. You don't have Unity open. This shit's not gonna work. Okay. Well, how do I get this working? You have to install the plugin and then you have an active connection to the internet. By the way, having this open is going to take up 30% of your CPU. If it's easier and better than BC Face, then I'm down. There's that too. Is because it would take away everything. So you won't have OBS open. You won't have BC Face open. It would be one program that is both BC Face and OBS in one. Or Unity and OBS in one. So it all takes care of that. So now there's no separate programs. It is just one. You plug all your shit into that one. And that one is just like, go. That's why I'm like, yes. Sorry about that. I was getting some water. But yeah, so a lot of that comes down to how the programming works. And so far, they are kind of in alpha. I don't know, beta? They could, I think they're further along. The only difference is who they're picking to run things. For now, it's no one has gotten picked for anything upgoing except Buff Pop. Riku is helping them design it, so I believe obviously he has it, and we'll be seeing on Monday. I probably won't be able to catch it live because I have work, but we'll be seeing more of that, which is going on, which will be fun. So you'll get a sneak peek and everything else that will happen when they stream it Monday. Buff Pop did her new 3D model reveal and hangout session and yada yada yada. She did her shit and she used Obscure. Though she didn't show anything of Obscure, she just used it. So it kind of shows, you know, you can just use it, but it'll be interesting to actually have someone who knows about it to go through it. Because there's a lot of it that goes on that has my interest. Like, there is just so much going on with this. What? Imagine Reeve fed you some feel-good tripe about his plans for the future, did he? Nope, didn't say shit. In fact, he's bothering me less than you are. He sees the world through rose-colored glasses, but what he doesn't realize is those lenses are coated with the blood of our adversaries. After all, our company began as a weapons manufacturer for a reason. Oh, that makes more sense. Hey, there's that D. So yeah, like right now, I have tried using, get off here, a few different programs. So far, I keep going back to VC Face because it works. I would love that. Everything is 30%, so 3 things, and all essentials is 100% stuffed CPU. I hate it. You open up one browser window and your VTuber turns into a slideshow. Yep. Yeah. Or, yeah. No, that's right. That's exactly right, because that's what keeps happening to me. I have a very small CPU. And what I'm doing with it? Oh, Ceres Oxide, thank you for the follow. I missed that. That's odd. Wait, I have sound alerts. How the fuck did they not go off? Huh. Okay. No, sound alerts are active. What about stream alerts? Huh. I'll add those in too. Both of those are active. Alright, we'll have to try that again sometime. I don't know how to redo that. Huh. I'll try that out later. But yeah, so there is a lot of that breaks a lot of shit going on. And it's so weird that it does it. Because it's like, is there a better way to do this? You would think so, but I have yet to find one that works. So when I see other people streaming and they're like, yeah, just use a 2D, but it's like, 2D kinda is limiting. It's fun, but by God, is it limiting in things. And then, yeah, you have a lot of people like you and I who do 3D. And it works fantastic. But then comes that limitation when you're trying to do something fun, and you're hit with the good old-fashioned, sorry, VC Face has decided to eat your entire CPU. Well, why? Because it's VC Face, that's what it does. As well as using a Leap Motion device, which can eat up to 15% of your CPU at one go. Other stuff isn't as good, I keep defaulting back. Same. See, I've tried Sandoval's program. It's interesting, but I don't know well enough how to use it. There are no actual tutorials on that. It's very much plug and play, or just guess, or find Sandoval and ask. I'm like, I don't want to bother a person repeatedly, because I don't know how to run the program that they're designing. To me, it seems kind of embarrassing. Be like, I don't know how to run your stuff, so I need you to tell me exactly how to do it. And if I do that, does that mean that I don't know how to do it? You know, it's like, is that what that's going to mean? That I don't know how to run your program, so I can't make changes to it once I figured out how to do it. You know, is it going to be like, don't let the magic smoke out of the box? How does this PC work? Don't let the magic smoke out. Well, what's the magic smoke? Well, if you see the magic smoke, it means it's broken. Oh, I don't want that shit, you know? That's explaining tech to people is not fun. I had to do it for a job. I did not like it. So, having to do that for a program sucks. So, it would literally be one of those things where I'm like, unless I have to do it, I don't want to. I don't want to bother someone to be like, hey, tell me how your stuff works so I know how to run it. I'll just be like, I'll wait until it comes around to the point where you have the Wikipedia where enough people have used it where all of this comes out and you know what you're doing. But yeah, she, Sandoval, Obscure, and such have all been very straightforward about having a program or so that allows you to work independently of VC Face, of Unity, and everything else. Because, you know, what's her name? You know Code Miko, right, Sanka? Or you know of her. Yeah. Okay, so for a while there, God, this just looks so bad. Why am I not making any progress on this shit? Oh wait, I can do that. Oh crap, I forgot I had this thing. So, oh yeah, I do have the golden thing. For Code Miko, one of the things that came up was everyone being like, hey, how do we make our streams as cool and kick-ass in 3D as you do, boss? How do we do that? Well, she never really explained how she does it. She literally had other people help her and design her world with her, essentially. The same with Melody, in which they have someone else create a 3D world for them using Unity. In that world, they can run it offline. So they are literally running a three-dimensional world from their PC as a program, with their model inside of it. That's how they do that. So Fofumit and Riku both started going through it and being like, okay, so, well, I remember Fofumit doing it. She went through the step-by-steps of being like, okay, this is how you can do what they do without having to, you know, do what they do. And I was like, that's interesting. I never knew that you could do that. I thought it would take a huge programmer to design and do it. Nope. You just need to know what you're doing in Unity. Other than that, it became really easy. Now, having seen that, I did try myself. I made some progress, but that was back when I was using the first edition model. The very first V. Yeah. Not the best one to use. But I was able to find out a lot of information from doing that. I think it's at the very top of that. So, with learning how to do that, okay, I guess I'm putting it up over here. I found out very quickly that what they are doing is very basic with Unity. They just have a better understanding of it, or someone who knows of it. And with that being the cause, I'm like, well, shit. How is this that everyone else can do the same? A lot of other 3D people do exactly the same. As I found out, we're just very much in the dark because they don't share that information. It's kind of their whole they don't want to let other people know because that gives them the equal footing. You know? It's obviously, well, if I tell you, then you're going to tell everyone else. And then everyone will know how to do it. And then I'll not be unique. And I can understand that. And Fofumid went through a lot of those things where it was like, okay, here's what you can do. You can do this, you do this. You're essentially making your own 3D program to run your own stream. But that doesn't run OBS. You still have to connect up OBS to it and let that run, because it can't handle stream negotiation. So that's one of the bigger issues with it. One of the very few issues still with it. However, having said that, if Obscure takes off like I hope it does, even if it's paid, I will look into. I fucking hate that. I really hate it when pros won't tell you what they will tell you because they know. And if you know, then yeah, you don't need them anymore. That's exactly it. It's that whole bullshit of, I can't tell you that, or you'll now know it. Or, could you help me with this? No. Well, why not? Because then you'll know how to do it. And it's like, that's such, that's such a bullshit reason. And for some of them, it's like, that reason is enough. Because they have nothing else to go on except that one part. Or, the other issue is you end up with 1,000 other copycats. And no one can tell the difference between the original and the fake. Except for slight nuances, or slight errors, or slight changes. And everyone's like, oh my god, there's another one of them. And no one likes it. And then next thing you know is your own style becomes out of popularity because of that. But honestly, I don't see that as an issue, because that's never going to happen to a lot of people. It's just a very, very unfounded suspicion they have. It would be better for them to share and to not risk letting it fade into obscurity, and to actually make something of it, to do something with it. Then try and hold on to that and be like, oh no, no one can learn this, no one can know this. It's like someone's going to learn it and share it. It may not be today, but it'll be soon. And when they do, you're going to try and be like, oh, I already knew how to do that. That's how I've been doing it. And no one's, they might believe you, but chances are they won't. And then you have to deal with the fact that other people are going to question you. Well, if you knew that, then why didn't you say anything? Yeah. Okay. What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm missing something. Missing one dirt chunk somewhere. Oh no! Put your back. Put your back. One on the ladder. That's literally what it comes down to. Is someone being like, I can't tell you that. Why? It's not a secret. Well, it's like, to me it is, because if you learn how to do it, I won't know. I won't be special anymore. It's like, that's what you're harping on. You're 1,000 times bigger than I am. You clearly have known how to do it. So, what's the issue? It's that way with VTubing. It's that way with art. It's that way with game studios. It's just, there's always something like it going on. And it's such a pain in the ass, because it's like, there's absolutely no reason for her to be acting like that. It's like, oh, well, It's like, no, there's no reason to act like that. It's better to share the information and let everyone just, grow with it. Because you wouldn't have this issue now where no one could run information. Where no one could run these streams. Or do these things as easy. I'm still going to have that issue later on when I have to go ahead and redo part of my model. So, yeah, nobody wants to breed their own competition. That's true. But here's the thing. You have to be good enough to be considered the competition in the first place. And I don't think a lot of them take that into consideration. It's just, I don't want to share it with you. Why? because you might eventually become better than me. Or take my people. Well, what are the chances of that? I don't know, but I don't want to find out. And it's like, that's so unfounded, and that's what they do. Because sometimes they're right, other times they're wrong. But it still comes down to they don't want to fuck around and find out. And it's like, Wait a minute. Is it this one? No. This one? Ah, okay, this is this one. But that same thing could be said of so many VTubers, where it's just like, well, how do you do this? And no one wants to tell them how to do something, because they're afraid of that. But then you get people who are, like Riku and Fofamid and Sundaval, who go out of their way to make a program that works for everyone. Like, they don't have to do that, they choose to. And I think that scares a lot of people. Because it's no longer about them. It's very unlikely I run cry to someone with a who made a massive VTuber. I know how expensive they're gonna be. Yeah, there's that too. Well, it's just like other VTubers knowing how to do certain things. What is it? Iron Vertex. There we go. Iron Vertex does a... You know, I just realized that this chat is not progressing as much as I thought it would. Oh, I can make it bigger. Is that it? Can I only make you bigger? Of course. What are the properties on that? Yeah. Whatever, I have to go change out the source. It doesn't matter to me. I'll fix it later. What was I talking about? There was that train of thought running off straight into the wind. Right off a cliff. Oh no, the orphans. Whatever will we do? Right, Iron Vertex. So, like with Iron... I know, right? How the fuck did I say that? I don't know. With what you get with Iron Vertex is a lot of people have gone to them and it's like, hey, I want to know how you do this, how you do this. They have made a company out of what they can do because they spend so long doing what they've done with Live 2D. And people seem to think that they have some secrets. Like, no, they just know what they're doing. That's the difference, is you have a company or a group of people who know what they're doing. They're not creating something that no one else can do. Anyone else can do it. They're just a really well-known company behind it, or that has made itself off of it. Some people lose their minds trying to figure it out. It's like, there's nothing to figure out. Look at me. I have 52. I have the basic blend. I have the very most basic blend. I have spent... oh god, 5-6 hours or so, maybe less, maybe more, tweaking and correcting all 52. Really? Alright, fine. All 52 blend shapes, repeatedly. And it's still not even to where I want it to be because of that. And from what I just found out is, yeah, it may never be as good as I want it to be because my phone may not be able to process it all. And it's like, oh no, you need a better phone. Because I was just watching Fofamid last night, and she came on screen with her, I think she got the i13 mini, and it reads her face smooth, like clean, fast, and it communicates wicked cool. So I'm like, and it's like, I'm using a iPhone X. And it's like, okay, so that's understandable. And then the other day I was looking up how old the iPhone X is. It's like 7 years old. Like, oh, so this technology is really old. I'm surprised it can do what it can do. And for some, it's like, oh, yeah, it works. But for how long? Not very long. Well, if it works, what's the issue? It's like, what it can do in that time frame of 6 to 7 years makes a difference. What I'm doing now with it makes a difference between what someone who knows what they are doing with it and some dumbass who just plugs in shape keys or settings that need to be run off it. Myself. In case anyone thought I was calling someone out, no, I'm calling myself out. It literally comes down to what technology has come out at the time and what works with it. Because there's a lot of new technology out that's growing really fast that I know for a fact people were not expecting years ago. Hololive, one of the biggest VTubing companies out there, has no idea that there are better, faster, and easier ways to do a lot of things. They are still stuck in the same way they've always done things, because that's how they know they have to do things. Wow, that's a long fall. I didn't realize I was that high up. And that's just what they do. They are an entertainment company. It's not their job to go out and do this shit. To develop technology for others, they use what they can and what they've been given. And for some people, that's just, oh, we can't do that. We're not a big-ass company. It's like, no. But then you have to go out and find what works. And for many, I can hit that from here. There we go. Yeah. For many, it's finding out, oh, someone independent has created this new thing. Well, none of these VTubers use that. That's only for these people to use. It's like, don't limit yourself before you can try it. And a lot of people just don't see that as a thing. It's like, you gotta keep an open mind, especially with technology growing every second. Or at least every day. Someone makes a breakthrough that no one saw, or that no one put together in their head. And then it's like, oh, by the way, now it works. Because, Zentreya. So, I brought this up earlier. Zentreya has shown something off. She has shown her own program. Now, I'm betting it's the same program we saw earlier, but different. Because Silvervale has been working with the developer, programmer, whoever else, some guy, people, team, I don't know, fucking guy jerking off in a closet. Fucking someone. She has been working with someone who is very good at what they do. They have created tracking for VTubing that requires webcam. Only webcam. It tracks face, it tracks hands, and it does it in such a way that is as good, if not better, than the Leap Motion, and as good as 3D tracking as if you were inside a hand tracking app, as if you had mocap on. It tracks it very well. Yesterday, pretty sure it was yesterday, Zen streamed, because she had a super cool announcement she wanted to let people know. In that announcement, she showed her 3D world, a room alone that she was able to port into and interact in a small area of, because that is all she had room to go into. But it's a 3D dimensional space that she had her camera in control of, much like VR Chat or Unity, except wasn't connected to the net. It was a standalone program she had control of from a localized area without opening a Unity app. It's essentially a game, or essentially a program that let her have full control of her environment from where she was. absolutely astounding. She had said that her and her programmer had been working on it. And it wows me that she's not a fucking huge person. You know, she's not someone who brags having the education of a development programmer or technologist or anything else like that. She's Zen. Rocker Dragon of the Highlands, or whatever she is. That's that, you know, android dragon of the future. Hellbound to Hunting Mel, who streamed in VR chat after working 2 day jobs until she finally got enough people where she was able to quit them and do it. That's what she does. But she has worked with someone else to develop a 3D program that allows for utilization. And it was just a whip. It was a work in progress. And it was just like, in a few months? That's insane. Because the last time I had heard of that program was from Silvervale. About 6 months back. And she was talking when she did her 3D that she didn't use anything. She didn't use trackers. She used her webcam. And now Zen pops up with her thing. We all knew she had shared it because I think she even told her or said it. But Zen shows up with her thing, showing she's completely added on to this. And it's like, that is insane. How fast that progress, how fast that technology just exploded forward. She's taken something that didn't exist or was a limitation of the highest degree and has found a way to make that work. And it's like, that is terrifying to imagine and also a sight to behold, because it only shows that there is so much more to go. Have you seen early Zentreya? She had to start somewhere, but I'm so used to current Zen. It's crazy how things were different just 2 years ago. Which early Zen? Because I had found Zen a few times. When she had her weird early stages, when she was dressed as the General Zen or Commander Zen. And then when she had progressed into Rocker Zen. Rocker Zentreya. I don't spend much time in her streams because they disturb me. Not disturb me, but they overwhelm me. With the activity, the voice chat continuously going off, everything happening all at once, the reactions and all this other shit going on, it becomes a little too overstimulating, a little too much. So I don't like spending much time in her chats. Last night I was able to spend a good deal of time in there because she turned off the alerts and everything else going on. It was just a stream. Because she wanted to show off what she has done. And it was so cool to see. Like, I am really glad I was able to tune in and catch that. This was before Dragon's Den? Yeah. There we go. She has made such insane progress that I'm in awe of what she's accomplished. Out of any streamer I've seen, present or future, she has accomplished the most in technology, traversing, and just changing, keeping up with things. Like, it has been astounding to see. Ah, you're dirty. Mark 98 cannon. And like anything else I could point out, I know she's never going to see it. She's never going to see anything I say, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. But I have been... There we go. Absolutely entranced by half the shit she has done. Because she is such a powerhouse. That it's like... She has done so much. And so fast. That it just doesn't seem real. It's like, alright, what oil prince is fueling you? Is funding you? How is it you're able to do all of this so fast? Who's your source? Who's been giving you this technology? What branch of the military are you really with? And it really just leaves me going... Where's this one? Okay. You know, what benefactor do you have that's freely giving you all this time and money and information? But she's just that cool. And she has done so much to help build on it. But we don't get to see a lot of it. And it has been impressive because I thought the only way for a lot of us to be like this was going to be in VR chat. Like, I thought that was how a lot of this is going to have to turn out. But now that I see this independent program is doing, it's become very impressive. But also it leaves to be that same thing. There's no saying that she's actually going to release it to the public. It may never see the public's eye. It may only be for Zen, and Silvervale, and the other members of V-Shoujo. It may just never be existent outside of that. That's the thing, is we don't know. But the fact that technology had progressed so fast that we were able to see that happen, it really just left me going, just leaves me aghast, almost speechless because of it. Because out of all of them, out of every character of V-Shoujo, out of all of these people, these girls, and everything going on, I can honestly say that I was never expecting Zen to be the one pushing the technological boundary. Hell, I wasn't even expecting Silver to be the one who actually started it. I still find that to be the weirdest thing ever. I see you over there. Because, like I said, Zen wasn't the one who started developing it. It was Silvervale. And then I believe she gave it to Zen. Why did you just do that? What is dirty? Ah! I have to go underneath. But I could be wrong too. Hell if I know, I don't follow them enough to know that shit. I am not nearly smart enough, nor do I have the mental cognizance to just deal with other people's bullshit enough. I love me some drama. Don't get me wrong. I do love following that. I do love following a lot of this information. Is it bad for my health? Oh god, yes. But there's a lot of it that I follow that has been good to know. But there's a lot of it that I don't care to know, that I've stuck in my head. A lot of bullshit. A lot of shit that doesn't matter. But for a lot of it that comes and goes and exists inside my brain, it also comes down to just, there's no reason to question a lot of that. The developing technology that they have done, to me that's important. Because it helps people like us figure out what we can do more of. Because... oh, I'm stuck on you. Help! Help! There we go. We won't be limited for long the same way. More of it's going to change. And the more of it that changes only works out better. I mean, hell, I couldn't imagine myself being in 3D at all. I figured I was gonna be a PNG tuber for like fucking ever. And when I found the 3D model that I was allowed to use, I was like overjoyed. I really thought it was super cool. But I quickly realized, yeah, there's a lot of issues picking and developing and making a model that works. And then I found out about, because I thought it had to have been, I thought I would have to have a model like one you would get from 3D animation. I thought it would have to be like, you see those guys who are on Rule 34 who are like, okay, so I ripped this from a game. It's super high poly. It's like got like 10 million polys just on our thigh alone. Do I need to have that on my model? Well, these models are like $1,300 a piece. Oh. Is there a dog? Can I be a dog? How much are animal models? Are they expensive? Can I be a cheap dog? And you know, I find out, dude, you don't have to do that. There's this really cool program over there. It's free. It's called Vroid. Wait, that works? They're like, yeah, that's you don't need to have a super Wabadime $5,000 model. Straight up, you can just use MMD. Oh, wait, MMD works? They're like, yeah, dude, MMD works. You can be the Miku over there. It's like, oh, are you joking? They're like, no, if you want to be Miku, you can just pick Miku. Just port her over. Oh, shit. Really? They're like, yeah, it's like a couple $100 at most. I mean, you can get like $500 and have all these really cool Wabadime shit. And it's like, oh. And then Vroid saved me live too to maybe want to commit terms of service, right? Because I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, if you want a really cool model, then you have to spend thousands. And I'm like, are you shitting me? What the fuck? They're like, yeah, you can make a basic model for like a couple hundred. Okay, and I'm starting to look, and I'm like, okay, why do all of these look like they're stolen? And they are stolen. It's like, oh, that's fantastic. I'm gonna find someone who can make me one for a couple hundred. Well, luckily, you know, Rice was kind enough to do that because I'm also his test subject to see if it's actually worthwhile in doing. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I've paid for my model. It's still in the works. And I'm fine with that, because I have 3D to work with. And for a lot of this shit, it's just like, I hear horror stories about live 2D stuff going on. And I'm like, wait, you guys said to do live 2D. You said that's the way you should be doing a lot of this, is by going to that. I have a model in the works. That's cool. Am I going to use it? Fuck yes, I am. Because I'm going to run a game, and that game is going to lose its collective fucking mind if I use it like Dead Space did. I used my 3D self, and Dead Space lost it. Because it's just like, yo, this fucker's taking up 30% of that CPU. Yeah? Your late motion's taking up 15. Yeah? I need 100% of it. No? Well, too bad. It's like, son of a bitch, no! And it tried to take everything it possibly could. And when it did that, yeah, I turned it to a fucking PNG. There has been very few games that have done that. I think Elden Ring did that before they patched it. Actually, I'm pretty sure Elden Ring, when I streamed that, turned me into a PNG with my 3D model. And it was just like, that was the worst. And I still see games doing it. And people are like, you should have had a 2D model, it would have been better. Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have. And I look back. Didn't fucking matter. There are people who had 2D models locking up. There are people with reactive 2D models, the PNGs, and they were locking up. And it's just like, no, this is just a really poorly optimized fucking game. That's what the issue is. This has nothing to do with the 3D or 2D VTuber. And I'm like, I'm not gonna specially buy a VTuber to make this shit work because the game developers don't have... What am I missing? Front wheel hood. The capabilities of making their game, you know, capable. We're up here. No! Let me up. Ladder, come here. Like, there has been a number of games I've played which have done that. But when it comes to live 2D or 3D, it's whatever works. I'm not gonna limit myself to one medium. Just like if we can get 3D streams that let me walk around, hell yeah, I'm gonna be game for that. I'm gonna try and play games in 3D. If my PC doesn't explode. Field generator hood, where is that at? It should be flashing. Oh. Skid plate's dirty? Okay. Field generator hood. I don't see anything flashing. Oh, oh. The casing's still dirty, huh? Oh, can you not get stuck? Thank you. But I have known far too many people that are like, many VTubers stream Elden Ring with no problem. Yeah. I can't remember if it turned me into a PNG before or after the patch. Or maybe it didn't do it at all. No, I'm pretty sure it caused me to glitch out. I think for a while there. And then I think I might have done something different. I think I changed something. I'm trying to think of what it was. Claw wrist? What? Oh, there. Bruh, are you joking me? There we go. There we go. Field generator hood, Mark 98 barrel vent. Barrel vent. Launcher, that. Exhaust, casing, exhaust. Barrel vent. No. Barrel vent. Yeah, man, let me get up there. Start taking a look at it from the side. Barrel vent? No. Cannon casing, barrel vent. That one looks clean, so that means it's on the other side. Come here. Okay, that's the open section right here. So, I would like the idea of it, but at the same time, I'm not sold that it's required. Plus, I like myself in 3D because I can actually move, and if I really want to, boy, yeah. Oh, yep. Okay. I'm just gonna play the game like this. Don't worry about me. Because I can. You know? Maybe I want to. And it's one of those fun ones. Maybe I want to drive the game. Maybe I want to play like this. You can't control what I do. maybe I can make that up. You know, maybe it'd be fun. Tail laser claw. Oh, I missed a claw. Is that what the extended one? That's not what the extended. There we go. I imagine how weird this is, or how weird this would be coming into it and seeing the streamer facing backwards. I'm just chilling out over here, you know, doing what I do. Alright, where's the field generator hood? That's what I was looking for earlier. Is that down over here? Field generator hood. Oh, that's got to be on top. Oh, yeah. Then, field generator. Okay, so the hood would be right above this. Underbelly, light guard. Yep. There we go. Okay. Abdomen casing. Where's the field generator hood? I was already polishing it, so that's the weird part. Field generator. Front wheel casing. Field generator hood. Field generator. Skid plate. Oh, fucking small ass thing. Let me turn myself around. Oop, there we go. Just a push of a button and I'm already magically back where I was. I was honestly debating if I actually wanted to change where I was sitting here, but I was like, you know what? This will be fine for now. Though, I need to figure out how to make chat longer. I don't know why it's so small. It shouldn't be. It should be, you know, longer. But yeah. Ha 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 ha. As I suspected, not even a fleck of paint out of place. I couldn't have asked for better condition in which to present this to Hojo. Perhaps that smug hack needs to spend less time ensuring his specimen's combat capabilities. Wait. More time ensuring his specimen's combat capabilities, and less turning them into macabre monstrosities. Either way, I shall relish the look on his face when I break the news. Oh my god. Oh, Tifa's bar. Yay! We've been having lots of trouble with Don Cornello and his grunts for a while, but last night they took it to a whole nother level. They stormed into the seventh heaven unannounced, ordered the entire menu twice over, and proceeded to spill it on every possible service. Oh, I would beat the snot out of every one of those thugs right then and there, but then we'd have a lot more trouble on our hands than a few small-time gangsters. Anyway, my friend's daughter Marlene has been hanging out there a lot, so I want the place squeaky clean for her. I do it myself, but it's almost 0 hour on a job I've got over in Sector 1, so I needed the speed of a pro. I'd really appreciate it if you could get the bar looking like new. Thanks. Okay, Tifa, we'll go ahead and scrub this place down. It's cool. Oh my god, it is so oh, they even got it on the fucking ceiling? It's so upsetting to see the bar like this. I guess? How the fuck did they manage this? I know it's not the fanciest, but it's like home to us and our regulars. A place for people to get homemade food and escape the daily grind. God, the grunge in here is so... Oh my god. It's like a crime scene. Honestly, I'm surprised they don't have us cleaning up crime scenes. That would be so awesome. Oh, these are barrels in the corner. Oh my god. Again, just an initial sweep to get the... Oh, all the cum off this place. That's a window. Oh god. Oh, I did not strip the paint off that. Not me. Nope. There we go. So I'm super excited to see where things go. I can only hope that I get picked for the obscure tutorial and shit, or their beta. Even though it, you know, they're a company, it clearly shows that they're already showing who they're looking for in people. Be it that, you know, Buff Pup having already access to that, but if she was able to do as well as she did with it, I want to play with it. If it's an all-in-one program like it looks like, count me in. Because, straight up, it's only going to get harder for us to do things and continue to run programs without computers that cost insane amounts of money. You know, I shouldn't have to take out a loan to get a computer that can run VTubing stuff. That's honestly the worst part, is looking at what I'm upgrading to in 4 and fighting for. It's like, there's no reason I have to do that. And you have people who have been saying, oh yeah, you need to do this. It's like, no. Not unless the software requirements need me to have an i9. You know, it's like, that's not going to happen. That's not what this is for. I mean, if I have to upgrade to an i9 in order to run some games and other programs, yes, I understand that. But if they're like, well, if you want to even start, oh, that's his Buster Sword. Oh my god. But if they're like, yeah, you have to do this, I'm like, no. And it's getting to be that way with a lot of this stuff. Oh, you're lurking. Oh, I forgot I put that in there now. Not very many people have used Nightbot, but, you know, that's always cool. I need to... Oh my god, it is so bad in here. I'm just looking at everything and I'm like, oh. Bruh, this is so nasty. What have you done? I can understand why you need this, because... yeah. I wish this was bigger. I really do. Because I'm gonna need a lot bigger cleaner. Oh. Just strip the walls and be done with it. Set the place on fire if it's enabled. I'm not even sure you could burn the wall at this point. Oh my god, it didn't want to come out. There we go. But yeah, I should probably do what everyone else is doing and look into playing some Elden Ring. I have been meaning to get back into that game. I had a difficulty earlier, because when I first played Elden Ring, I played it with the original fixes, the original things going on. By that, I mean I fought with the original Radahn. I don't even know how new Radahn fights. Because you guys should remember this. Maybe. But when they released Elden Ring the first time, apparently Radahn... well, Radahn was a fucking beefy son of a bitch. And he was considered to be too strong for normal people to fight. Like, they were getting absolutely annihilated by this man. And they found out that Radahn had his numbers broken. So they went back, and in the first patch, or one of the earliest patches, they went and nerfed him. They nerfed Radahn so hard that he became weak. And then they had to put out another patch to buff him. Like, it was that bad at how hard they nerfed him. Like, it was like, you guys fucked up. Well, how bad? Radahn can't fight. Radahn is getting, like, ended hard and fast. Oh, why? And then they looked over the numbers like, oh, oops. Okay, we have to fix that. So they went back and recoded him and made him work. And now other people are jumping in and fighting him. And they found it to be super fucking simple. And everyone was like, damn. The fuck did you guys do to Radon? It's like, oops, we nerfed Radon a little too hard. We'll have to come back to this. And it's like, yeah, you need to fix Radon. Because Radon can't do shit. So they go back and they beef Radon up a little bit more. And they make Radon into about a standard boss. A lot of other life changes and shit like that going on too. And it's like, okay, good. You're making progress in fixing things, but it was still an issue. In my game, I fought Radon when he was still the thick boy that he was. I needed help. So I actually asked my buddy Yin to help me fight him. And then afterwards, I went on and did my own shit. I had to come back later in a new game because I didn't like that I had to ask my buddy Yin, who was a magic user, to help me out with Radon because I couldn't beat him. And I was like, son of a bitch, you know, it's like kind of embarrassing to be like, I couldn't beat this boss. This is, it left a poor taste in my mouth. So I went back on my own, redid things, and I fucking went in and killed him. It was a trial. And then I see people now, well, they're doing randomizers, they're doing triplers, they're doing enhancers, and I'm like, that's a bit much, even for me. Like, you guys are a special kind of masochist. You enjoy that pain. Because that's not something I'm willing to do. It's cool that you want to do it, but yeah. No thank you. Count me out. But I'm looking into playing it again. I would have loved to punch those goons right in their dumb faces. Probably wouldn't have even needed any materia. Do you need materia? I'm pretty sure they've already said you're super accomplished without it. Speaking of which, do you know about materia and Mako? Right? Oh, you do know about materia and Mako, right? I am not from this world. I am unsure. I am just wiping the blood off the floor. Mako is the lifeblood of our planet and every living thing on it. Okay. Boy, you're not going to give me the entire Aerith history. Yeah, you are. The ancients thankfully learned how to crystallize it, and that's what we call materia. Oh, is that it? Okay, that's all we're doing. So if the ancients learned how to crystallize it, why does no one else remember how to do it now? Or is that just lost technology? Was that lost technology? I don't remember. Final Fantasy VII was not a game I devoted myself to. I played Final Fantasy VIII. No, I'm not kidding. The first Final Fantasy I ever played was Final Fantasy VIII. And I believe that was in... Or that was because of my grandpa having... I don't know where he got it from. But he had a PlayStation. That man did not play games. But he had a PlayStation, and we got it, and it had Final Fantasy VIII. And we played it. Yeah. Pretty sure it was my grandpa's. Or he got it and he had it for ages. Or it was from one of the other kids, and they left it over there. And he didn't know about it, and they didn't want it back. Or something like that. And he ended up getting it. And it was the first Final Fantasy. The first JRPG I played was Final Fantasy VIII. That I can remember. We had a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and everything else. There was a few games on there that I really wish I knew what we were playing. Because even today, they escape me. And I'm like, I know these were really cool games. I just really wish I knew what they were called, or what they were. You know, there's a lot of games, a lot of things that have escaped my memory, or events have taken those memories from me, and I just don't remember what they were, and it sucks, because there's so many old games that I'm sure I've played, but I have no idea what they're called. I have no information. You know, it's one of those events of like, oh yeah, did you ever play this? I have no idea. Maybe. There we go. That was my legs. I heard something squeak and was like, what? Well, could you describe them? Maybe. I mean, maybe? The one I most remember, I was still a kid, and I remember yelling because my dad ended up beating this sand guy. It was a very old school game. Obviously Nintendo. It was just traversing these areas. I still remember a road. There was a city right beside a canal. You had to go down. There's a rock face here. Or you ended up going into the desert. I think this was towards the end of it. But you're in the desert. Quest 64, Mega Man. No, it wasn't a Mega Man. It was a JRPG. You were running around, and one of the big things that came up was I think it was towards the end or so, you were in the desert, and there were blue pillars of light or so, and you would have to go into them, and they would beam you up, and then you started dealing with a confrontation, or you were talking to God. I don't know. See, it sounds like Wild Arms or Chrono Trigger. It could have been Earthbound. What are those? Wild Arms, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound. Earthbound. Earthbound Trading Company. That is not the fuck I want. Oh, that's gonna haunt my fucking history forever. No, that may not have been it. I don't think so. What? No. Definitely wasn't Earthbound. 3DS. What was that for? It could have been around that same time. Let me see. What was the other one you had said? Wild Arms and Chrono Trigger. Oh. It could have been Chrono Trigger. But did Chrono Trigger have a thing in the desert? With beams of light? I'm looking through the screenshots or some things, and I'm not seeing anything that's screaming at me. Chrono Trigger Desert isn't really pulling up much. It could have very well been Chrono Trigger. I don't know. Blue lights. No, I don't. It looks like Chrono Trigger, but it doesn't look like it's Chrono Trigger. Because I still remember going through the desert, and you see an abyss, like just wasteland style. Chrono Cross the sequel. You think? No. That's too new. That's PlayStation. This would have been before then. This would have definitely have been Nintendo. EVIO. No, EVO. No, it wouldn't have been that. Over here. There we go. Evo, the Search of Eden. I don't think that was it, no. Oh shit, that was blue. Life Alive. Life Alive? It could be. It could definitely be. I don't know. Those ones I'll have to look up, but I'm glad I have someone who has an idea. See, normally I would ask my parents if maybe my dad would remember, but I very much doubt it. That honestly seems like way too long ago for anyone to remember. You know, it's one of those games where it's like, if you knew it, you knew it. But I just don't know. And I find that to be expectational, because I think I was only like 7 or 8 with those games. Maybe even younger. So having a game that came over to the US around that time, that was a JRPG, limiting at the same time kind of makes it clearer, but at the same time there's still a lot to look through. Which is kind of good. Arabian Nights. Maybe. Samoku no Sere. Okay, we're gonna search that. Oh, maybe. That's a good looker. Oh, actually, that looks really close to it. That might be it. If it has that thing in the desert where you get beamed up or you look around and stuff, that could be it. Oh. What else was there, you said? Shin Megami Tensei 5? Wait. Did that come out in the night? There's no way that came out in the 90s. No, that came out in 2021. Live a Live. Or Life Alive. Nintendo Switch. Chrono Trigger. Maybe? Let's see here. Was that for the Nintendo? Oh, Wikipedia. I was sitting here like, God damn, they all look the same. That I'm running into that because I don't know. They really all do look alike. Maybe. It might be. It's just really hard to say. Okay. But none of them I was seeing was triggering D memories. It's just like there were really old animes I used to watch too, or I would start to know of. Way back when there was like Channel 52. Was it 53? There were some old school animes I used to watch, but I don't remember them. I really don't, because they were back when a time when stations had turnoffs. You know, before you had 24-hour television. You had TV that went up to like 9 or 10 o'clock. Put that over there. So, wrap that around your head. I know a lot of young people won't understand that, and I guess I could say I'm old. But I'm just middle-aged. Technology has moved rapidly. But, television used to not run 24 hours a day. It used to have a shut-off time, and then you would have, the static. The white noise of the world. The snow. So, it would run to that time, and then it would turn off. And you just wouldn't have television after that point. You could sit there and watch, and that's when you got a lot of the jokes that if you stayed on one channel for a little bit, you might see a boob. Because that's, you know, what you would see. On the off chance you get something. And I remember one channel I used to watch. I think it was like channel 53 or 54. And it had some anime that was late night anime. I have no idea what it was, but I do remember watching it. And it was just really weird because I know I had watched a full series of anime, and I have no idea what one it was I watched when that was going on. And it's still kind of hilarious. Really? Am I stuck on this fucking ladder? There we go. Nope, still stuck. There we go. And it's hilarious to when I think about it, that even back then, oh, that was one of the very early touches for anime in my life. And a lot of other changes up going through there. I hate this room! Some of these animes I can remember bits and pieces of, but never a full-length thing. And I think it might help if I actually look back into them and find them, just because I might want to watch them, because I did at one point in life. But that can also be a double-edged sword. I have watched a lot of shows. Nowadays I've slowed down on watching a lot of anime. But for a while there, I think when I was in college, I used to watch a lot. And not just normally a lot, but I used to go through and record tons and tons of it. I would record it, go back and watch it. Babe Morgana watching Legend Over the Fiend. I don't know what that is. But it's kind of like that. It was one of those times where I used to watch them. I used to just oh my god, I hate this place. Legend of Overfiend. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So it kind of tells you some of the things. But I used to watch a lot. I used to download a lot. It was like a compulsion at one point, where I had to be sure that I had the episode, even if I wasn't going to watch it immediately, that I had to have that episode, just so that if I really needed it, I could go back and watch it. One of the old demon... Oh, okay. No, I don't think I was watching that stuff. That wasn't on that channel. Maybe it was. Maybe I just didn't see it. But no, that wasn't it. But I have lived downloading and doing that shit. Yeah, I filled up hard drives doing it. I think I still have an entire hard drive full of old classical animes that was, at the time, something I felt I needed to have. Because I really wanted to watch my anime. And what had turned out with all of that shit going on was now I'm just like, I hardly watch anything at all. One, it's really hard to find the time for it. And two, it's all just a lot of, sad to say, but it's all like copy-paste of the same manga I've read. Like, for a lot, even the ones that are out this season, I have watched maybe one or two that are not manga that I've already read. but most of everything that's currently out, I've already read the manga. In fact, I've been on top of the manga for years, and it's just now getting an anime. And I'm like, there are better manga that are in the past that I have read that deserve an anime. Hell, when Dai's Adventures... Pretty sure it was Dai. I don't know if you've heard, but Shinra is not as kind and selfless as it paints itself to be. Okay, or as it paints itself. I think it was the Dragon Dai. Let's see here. The mako that they produce it's made by draining the planet's life. Why are you telling this to the contractor who's coming in and power washing your house or your shop? Do you really think he's going to care? Plus, the whole reason they provide it is control of the populace. Okay. This guy's probably just like, yep, yep. As long as they pay me. If we allow them to keep harvesting it, we're sure the planet's destruction. Okay. And get that all nice and scrubbed. There we go. Not what I really wanted to have cleaned. But, there's a lot of old shows like that, and it very much bothers me when I see it, that they're just completely ignored and overshadowed by new shit. And it's so bad, because you can see the source material they stole from, where they took their ideas from, and it's like, guys, this is literally a retelling of a different manga 30 years earlier, and this guy just fucking made it super pervy and stupid. And gave a generic OP Japanese person who doesn't like being a salaryman. And it's like, what in the hell? Dai's Adventures was one of them. That came out in the 90s, I think. Either the 90s or the early 2000s. And just now, this year, got an anime. And I was like, that's took too long, because it is literally based on like Dragon Quest, and I was like, why did this take so long out of all of them, out of any other types to get one? Like, it's Dragon Quest. How do you just ignore Dragon Quest and everything that it's done? It's like a Gundam. How do you just miss that shit? Also, Japan, it's been like fucking, 60 years. Where the fuck are the Gundams? I figured a country with technology that's 10 years in the future from the rest of the world, or so, would fucking have Gundams by now. Where's our Gundams? And I don't mean that piece of shit thing you've got controlled on jack arms and stuff. I want a real Gundam. Japan has a Gundam. That's the bullshit Gundam I'm talking about. Not that piece of shit. I mean a real Gundam. One that flies around in space and has a fucking laser sword. And I know we should have been able to make laser swords by now. We can literally make lasers and shoot lasers everywhere else and do all this really weird shit, but how do we not have controllable lasers? I know the science behind it, I'm just fucking around. Good God, get the fuck off the ladder. There we go. It literally comes down to just like, really? Really? Go, one table set clean. Oh God. I have not watched the new Gundam anime that's out, that was one of them I was very unsure of, because everyone's like, it's lesbian Gundams, it's awesome. Like, if that's the only point you're trying to sell me on, you're gonna have to try harder than that. Most of the other Gundams had shit like that in it too, and no one gave a shit. You're just trying to reach for something, and I don't care. It has to have a better plot. It has to have something in it. And so far, everyone's just like, okay, so it's a more innocent take on Gundam, and shit got live. Did you see that guy pop? The fuck? Okay. And I was just like, that's Gundam I know. Okay, never mind. So it's a slow burn Gundam. You should have said that, not whatever the fuck it was you were trying to lead with. I've done half the place. And they're like, oh, but you're missing the point. That's not, you know, it's a completely different Gundam. It's like, nah, that's just Gundam. The only thing it's missing is the political intrigue. And if we have a guy named, what is it, Zolt? Like, there was a lot of good Gundams where it's just like, okay, so we're starting with an explosion. Okay, good enough. Then what? A lot more explosions. We're gonna go ahead and just go full World War in this thing. We're starting out, right? Yeah. We have no idea who our characters are. Nope, we will explain them as we explode. Sounds good, let's do it. And it's like, Gundam? Really? They're like, yeah, explosions. It's like, alright, let's do it. Let's find out what we're dealing with here. And for the most part, it was just like, oh, well, that worked out. But yeah, there was a lot of these Gundams that were like that same thing. It's like, huh, so what's the big takeaway? A lot of political intrigue. It's like, is that all that really comes away with it? They're like, here's this other point. It's like, that's what I was looking for. Okay, there we go. It's like, okay, it's not Gundam without some political intrigue. That's why I watch this. I watch it for the drama. That's the most confusing thing you'll ever get is, oh, what else is there? This. Now, actually, now that I think about it, I would like to go on a trip to Japan. I'm not sure if I would want to live there. You know, everyone likes to harp on how great it is. It's not great. Count me in for Denmark, count me in for a European country. But Japan just seems very... It is... Oh, that's Barrett's gun. Oh, I didn't know he could take that off. It seems like it would be really cool to visit. Nah, man, don't go to Denmark. I was actually just thinking about Denmark. It seems like it'd actually be really cool. Really nice. Though I've heard it is really expensive, it's still really nice to go to. I don't want you here. My American ass can't go there. No, you'll ruin this site just by being here. Smelling up the place and shit, fuck you. I smell amazing. I've got that gamer stank going on. You know, I would like it if, as we cleaned the lights, it got brighter in here. You know, that'd be cool. Oh, that's the... Okay, here's the big one. Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. These guys are like pigs in here. This is so bad. It would be nice to have a visit for the European places, just to see how good they are. That and actually have some really good food. Because as I'm finding out, there's a lot of food here in the US that's banned overseas. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But why? Oh, because it's really bad for you. Really? Well, count me in for the good shit then. I want to find out what everyone else eats in the world. Japanese is easy. Everyone has Japanese food. Oh, this is so nasty. Looking better, though. Like Kinder Eggs. Yes, that was one of them. But I don't eat those. In fact, it's been a while since I've had chocolate. I'm kind of drifting away from that, too. Because we have had an issue with chocolate, at least for a lot of candy sellers. Because, the lead and cadmium levels were 300% higher than what was legally allowed by health standards in chocolates. In some companies' chocolates. And I was like, oh, that's lovely to find out. Yeah. Especially, I think I found that out during Christmas. It was like, oh, that's fantastic to find out. I'm not having any chocolate. Thank you. And I've kind of started drifting away from that too, because it was just like, oh, that's horrifying. Come on, come on. Oh, that fucker's clean. There it is. And I'm like, okay, so if chocolate is currently messed up, then I'm just not going to have any chocolate, or, you know, a good chunk of it. I haven't really had an issue. No. You know, you kind of get past those cravings for, like, I could use some chocolate. And then it's just like, okay. It doesn't really hit you. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a hole in the wall. Okay, never mind. All those fancy glory holes and stuff. There we go. Oh, man, come on. There we go. All over the wall. Why am I using this? There we go. I'm just going to strip all the paint off the wall. May as well. But, as I was saying, it'd be nice to go somewhere different. See, you know, chunks of the world. I never got that chance to do that. All of my other siblings, they've had a chance to explore the world. They've actually gone out of the country, and I haven't. So I'm like, oh, I want to do that. But first, I have to conquer my social fears and deal with a lot of issues I have. One of them being, good God. Wow, this is actually... Oh, there's more of it. That ceiling pipe is nasty. It's diseased. Actually going to some locations. Like, I have been talking about how I want to go to WeedCon. I haven't put anything down for that. By down, that means I haven't bought the ticket, I haven't put down the hotel room, I haven't done shit. I literally keep putting it off because it literally came down to, am I really sure that I want to do this, or is there a better thing to come along? There is, but trying to do it is impossible to imagine right now. Because it's like, oh, can you go to TwitchCon? I definitely want to go to TwitchCon. But TwitchCon is being held in Los Angeles. And if I go to frickin' TwitchCon, do you know what that's going to do? It completely break me. There is no way I could afford to go to TwitchCon. Machine gun on the table belongs to a friend of mine, Barrett. Okay. He's as big and hot-headed as a behemoth, but but he's got a heart of gold. He also cares about our planet more than anyone else I know. Okay. Oh, I didn't clean that light. I knew I didn't do something. There we go. Toilet. The Buster Sword belongs to my childhood friend Cloud. Right, we all know about you two. Down, Tifa. She's down bad. He left to join Soldier when we were kids. Now he's out and helping us take on the company. Do you really think you should be telling that to the guy who's scrubbing your floor? He might not show it, but if you clean up his Buster Sword, I'm sure it'd make his day. I know. It's because Cloud has issues. And he's always so grumpy. It's because he smells funny. Oh, he could be worse. He could be like his buddy Zach and get completely fucked over. Poor Zach. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, I know about Zach. A lot of people don't know about Zach. I still find that really weird. It's like, how the fuck did you play this without knowing about Zach? There we go. Can I clean your toilet black too? There we go. License plate, license plate. I better not scrub the bar yet, because that's going to be a fucking mind-blowing situation. There we go. Clean the shadow that was the bar stool. Ah, yes, the wonders. Ah, yes, the bar. So clean. Oh, wow. Just trying to ignore what's going on over there. Okay. Can I even clean this? Like, how on earth do they expect me to clean this? Bullshit. That's how witchcraft. How did you do that? I don't know. Materia? Some mysterious materia that just cleans pipes as you go along. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Cleaning fluid. Oh, I have wood cleaner. Oh, that'll be nice. See, this kind of bothers me about a lot of that shit going on in here. Because they give you the soap, and it's like, oh yeah, don't forget to use the soap. It's like, on what? There's so much shit I could be using this on. There's not enough. And it's like, oh, well, you could use it on the floor. It's like, yeah. Yeah, but if I'm running out as fast as I am, like, now, what is that supposed to do for me? You know, see? Look at that. Look how much I have to clean. I wouldn't have been able to make half the dent in this floor as I just have. Because I would still have to come back and use my washer to get it. Even the bar, look at the bar. It's not getting as clean as you'd expect. The only thing this is good for is to knock off a bunch of the shit from it. Like, it's there to help you speed things up in certain ways. Or to get on a surface and to help you clean it. But it's not actually there to help you do the entire bar. Or really anything, for that matter. So it's like, oh yeah, you can use just enough for behind the bar. Just behind the bar, though. Because I'm out. And I have multi-purpose cleaner for multi-purpose behind the bar. Like I said, it literally gave me just enough to do parts. That's an egg and chips. That says eggs and chips. Alright guys, you want to go shopping for some eggs and chips? You know, that's what people want when they go to a bar. Eggs and chips. I'm not even sure why you would put eggs and chips together, but I guess if someone wants a snack and a protein meal, that could work. Wait, now that I think about it, this isn't Tifa's bar. This is Barrett's bar. Tifa just runs it, or works in it. Huh. Oh no, wait. Is it Tifa's bar and Barrett runs in it? I can't believe how amazing this place looks and you're not even finished. That's kind of an issue. I will say this did speed things up, but I'd prefer having my normal stock, which is like 30 times this amount. I need to go help with the final preparations for that job in Sector 1, so I've got to run. I'll have Cloud come by and give the place a once-over when you're done. Owned 7th Heaven Tifa is just the keeper, like a barmaid. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure that she doesn't technically own the bar. I'm pretty sure it's actually Barrett's. Like, Barrett is the actual owner. And then I don't know if he gives it to her or if he kept it as his. And she just runs it entirely. Because in, oh man, I don't even think I remember Advent Children. I'm pretty sure she also ran it in Advent Children. But as for the who actually owned it, it might have just been Barrett. And Tifa was just being Tifa, who ran it. You know, I think that could definitely be what it was. It's weird to imagine, but that very well could be what it was. This method is really weird. I only do it when I have to do, you know, monotonous waves. Wait a minute. So, what the Rufus I was talking to... No, who was I talking to in the first one? Reeves. That Reeves. Was that Shinra's son? If I remember right? That's not, Actual Shinra is Rufus Shinra, right? And the son is something else. I really don't. I don't remember who's who in in Final Fantasy. Out of all of them, I know I have paid attention to 7 the most, but that's just because it's 7. The one I have played the most was 8. I have played 8, 10. A little bit of 11, 13, 13-2, oh, X2, 10-2, whatever it's called now, some 14, and I don't think I ever touched 15. I don't think there was anything of interest that really cried out to me in 15, and now I hear that there's 16 coming out, and I'm like, oh, another Final Fantasy to ignore. Because there has been nothing of value. You played literally the worst Final Fantasy games. Oh, that's pretty bad. X2, 13, and 13-2? Yeah, I didn't even bother with 13-2. Fucking 13 was bad enough. Oh my god. Fuck whoever thought 13 was any good. I mean, really. Really. I'm gonna play Vaughn, side character, to the actual main character, Ash. And to fucking, Bartholomew? Something like that. The fucking space sky pirate with the fucking bunny girl. It's like, bro, why can't I play as this suave motherfucker? It's like, oh, because you're the side character. You're not the actual main character. What? It's like, yeah. Oh, you actually thought you were going to be of importance? Do I get to play the fucking princess over here? No, dude. You're Vaughn. What the fuck does Vaughn do? Get the shit kicked out of him and get told that he's never going to amount to anything, and wish he was a sky pirate like, Bartello. And it's like, are you joking? Like, no, that's literally what his deal is. It's like, absolutely not. Who in the hell decided that this was a good plot point? This was a good choice. Oh, well, you know, and like, no. There is no fucking way that's true. And it was true. And I didn't realize until I think I played... Oh shit, I played so long into that game that when I found out what was actually going on with the plot and how Vaughn was literally a side character, I was like, absolutely not. I cannot believe that I am not actually the main character. They introduced time travel. That was Final Fantasy 12, not 13. Yeah. No, what was 13? 13 was with lightning. Queen bitch of everything. I don't understand why they thought 13 and lightning was actually going to be any good. Because they're like, oh, don't worry, she grows on you. She gets better. I don't care if she gets fucking better. This bitch needs to get fucking hit. God, on my birthday. Oh. Bitch, your sister goes to you and tells you that she's pretty much guaranteed a death sentence. And you have the gall to say some bullshit like that. Honestly, it surprised me that I lasted as long as I did fucking playing it. I know for a fact that when I played it with one of my friends, I threw a temper tantrum playing it. Because I hated it. And he played it like it was a speed run. Trying to see our time frames, who got where first, and all their shit like that. He was good. And I just felt so bad afterwards when I realized that I was pretty much shitting on his favorite game. And I was like, God damn, I'm such an asshole. But I absolutely cannot and do not stand for anything that is that game. Like, I just can't believe that they went as far as to make Final Fantasy if it was a spin-off game, I can understand that. If it were a spin-off game, I could definitely get behind it and understand the issue with it. In fucking Final Fantasy, no. As the actual game, no. But they went and made it, and I was like, okay. Hang on, man. Crawl. There we go. Destroy everything at the ground level. I mean, 12 did bring us Pinello. I will say that. That was about the only thing good that came out of 12 was Pinello. That and actually the really fucking cool armor guards. The, knights. Those guys look freaking awesome. But that's about it. That's about what the same thing you compare Kingdom Hearts to bring us. Was those weird-ass 90s baggy pants. Those Hot Topic pants. And other weird shoes. Yeah, I still remember those. Cleanse it all. Ew. Why is that not going away? Spin it. Whir it. Welcome to our hometown. Huh, cool. Oh, how did you manage to get shit under here, guys? Wow. Tifa, why didn't you not beat them up? I'm pretty sure blood is easier to get out of the walls than this. In fact, I'm pretty sure she does beat the living crap out of a lot of people who come into the bar. That's like one of the reasons why they go into the bar, is because they have Tifa in the bar. Who is quite literally one of the only people. Next to... No, that wasn't Zangief. Zai? No. Zell was from Final Fantasy VIII. Was it Xander? It was something like that who, who can, oh, what was it? He, it's not elbow drop. He was able to backflip a train. the Doom train when it came by, he's able to use his special move, a suplex. He was able to suplex a train, and everyone was like, "That's such bullshit." I remember that. Was this man suplexing a train? It's just like, what in the hell is this thing? It's like, that's Final Fantasy. Don't question it. It can just get weirder. As you play Final Fantasy VIII, launch Angelo the dog off a fucking wrist booster. Or a wrist-mounted launcher. There's a lot of weird stuff in these games. Not counting the weirdest plot a few times. I completely missed that wall. But it doesn't surprise me that I've only played the worst of the worst. It seems to be about what I what I accidentally do these days with games. Either I play the worst type of a character, or I play the worst type of game. It's like, huh? There was one game. I don't remember the name of it. I kind of suppressed it, but I mixed up the difficulty settings. You know how I played Atomic Heart on the hardest difficulty? I played that game on the hardest difficulty, and I was trying to figure out why everything was so hard. I thought I was just that incompetent at playing it. Like, it was very much making me mad playing it, because I was dying in 1 to 2 hits, and I was like, am I really that bad at this game? Am I that level of trash that I can't fucking play this game? I have to be that bad, that fucking stupid. And I was so angry and so depressed. And I just felt absolutely beside myself with just pissed humor. Just pissed. Not humor, but just, I was so angry. And someone told me, it was like, oh, well, what difficulty did you play it on? And I told them what difficulty, and they're like, you're playing it on hard? I think it was released in impossible mode. I was like, no, it says it's this difficulty. Isn't that the basic difficulty? They're like, no. You must have hit the scroll wheel and gone down to the bottom. That is the hardest difficulty you can play for this game. And I was like, oh. Oh. And they're like, how far are you? And when I told them, they're like, I'm surprised you made it that far, because you are playing your first playthrough on impossible mode. You're not playing New Game Plus. This is the first game you are playing on it, and you are doing it on impossible mode. And I was like, oh, like, you need to actually, like, take your time and read this. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm surprised you made it that far. Good news is you're only like 20% in. You can go back and redo it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. They're like, yeah, you didn't go very far. How long have you been playing? And I was like, oh, you know, this long. It was like 20 hours. And they're like, yeah, you just go back to fucking normal mode and play that. They're like, you're not going to be able to progress very far. I was like, okay. So I did, and in like 5 hours, I progressed further along, and then I had in, you know, in 10. And I was like, oh, I felt so bad, so stupid. Oh, that looks so much better. I'm hitting tab and I'm not seeing anything light up, and I keep thinking it's broken. And then I get over here, it's like, oh, who let them in behind the bar? There we go. Cleansed. So nice. But yeah, I did not like 13.2. I mean, it was kind of cool, and then it got really, really weird. Because, oh, there's my back. I was sitting here thinking, these games, or this game, was not designed for what they're making it for. Like, oh, now Yuna is a songstress, and we have song spears. I'm like, what? What changed? How did the entirety of the world just suddenly, change like that? It's like, oh, because of this. Like, no. No. Master Seymour did this. No. No. It's like, yeah, you changed the entirety of the world because, it didn't fit what you were trying to go for. It's like, that's sad. But it's not a surprise that I've only played the worst of the worst for these games. I will have to see what else there is, though. I really have not played any more Final Fantasies because of that. Now, Kingdom Hearts is still on my playthrough list. I want to play Kingdom Hearts. So I'm probably going to do that sometime soon enough. But that will be later on. Wish I could move this stuff. I loved Kingdom Hearts because that came out when I was still a kid. That was one of those ones that I grew up with, and knowing it's still ongoing is very weird. Like, there are still things changing with Kingdom Hearts. They still keep putting out games for Kingdom Hearts, though they kind of slowed down on that, which is a disappointment because Kingdom Hearts is, or because fucking Final Fantasy is still shitting games out left and right. It's like, guys, can we have more Kingdom Hearts as opposed to anything else like that? You know, get some real good shit in here, and they're like, oh, well, you know, it's under construction because of this. I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with this shit. Yeah, if you play Kingdom Hearts, you know everything there is about Final Fantasy. It's like, no, there's a lot of shit that goes on with those two that have nothing to do with each other. I think I actually had a conversation with someone about that. It's because they were trying to say, how is it you don't know Kingdom Hearts? And I had to reiterate how many other games in Kingdom Hearts that were Kingdom Hearts, but took place on systems that either don't exist or are specialty. There are 7 Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Are you sure? I thought there was like 11. Pretty sure there was 11. Because there was obviously the ones on the PlayStation, but then there was the PSP Portable, there was the PS Vita, there was the TS. Whoa. There was there was the phone game. There was the card game. There was the phone game. No, not phone game. It was the internet game. It was weird. Like, if there was a gaming platform, they tried to make a Kingdom Hearts game for it. And I found that to be the weirdest thing ever, because you had stuff like that. Where it was just like, what game are we playing today, boys? Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Which one? This one. It's like, I have never heard of that obscure fucking title before. It's like, yep. Yepers. And then there was, oh, what was it? The new ones, which are now accumulations of everything, which they now have 3 games, but it's like all of the games in one. So, maybe? Fuck if I know. It's Kingdom Hearts. Y'all know what it's about. It hurts, it doesn't hurt, but it's a, you know, it's weird to think about Kingdom Hearts, and I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Oh, that does remind me, Panda, I did get through, Atomic Heart yesterday. And immediately uninstalled it. That was you'll see. You'll see it. If you haven't already, you will. Same with the other viewers at home. Go watch the other videos. If you need to find some more, I have them on YouTube. At least the ones I was able to do. There's some of them that I've tried, like fucking... I tried to edit that, Dead Space video down from the 7-hour-long gameplay. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. My computer does not like it. So I'm gonna have to really take some time to do it when I can. Because in order to cut it down, it takes so long to render out. And that completely locks up my PC doing it. And I don't mean just makes it so I can't play. It means it locks up the entirety of my computer because it has to use every resource available to it. All this, it pretty much does what everything else does. All the CPU, all the RAM, everything else has to go into the install. And it's just like, well, you're not doing anything for a while. It's like, man, I wanted to play a game. It's like, you're not doing anything. You have to close Discord. You have to close everything that isn't this program running. And you have to hope that it's enough that it doesn't crash it. It's like, it's only a 3-hour video. It's like, yeah. And it's going to take 3 to 6 hours to render out, provided it has the needed resources. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, I have dealt with a lot of these computer issues. And it's very annoying. And I will have to try and see what I can do. But for the most part, it might just be upgrade my CPU. Which sucks, but I'm already looking into doing that. Where did I put that ladder? Thank you. It's on my to-do list, next to finding a new phone. The phone, if I can't get the one I want, then I will have to see about getting one. Okay, so it marked that. Oh, I didn't mark the wall. It marked the pictures as clean, even though they weren't. I'm still looking through phones, trying to find something that'll work. If I have to buy new, then I have to buy new. I'm not going to worry about that. It's just... What? Oh. Okay. So, what's still dirty? Okay, is it just this table? Okay, this table is super filthy. It's probably underneath it. But it's still a really hard juggle to find what's usable and cheap that works, or if I should just buy all new, because there's a lot of weird people that seem to think that their broken ass stuff is worth more than it is. Back bar cabinet jars. You know, it's that whole mentality of that. I bought it new, therefore it is new. Or I bought it new and used it lightly, so therefore it should be worth what it is. And it's just like, no, you've completely destroyed this. This is 4 years old. It's dented and smashed in. There's no way to clean this. They're like, oh no, it still works fine. See, I can use it. It's like, no, you have the iCloud locked. Whoever you stole this from doesn't work. Oh, it works fine. You just have to know what you're doing. It's like, no. Yeah, I've had to deal with a lot of stuff I've been looking through. And it really just... The microwave. Oh. It's really surprising to me at this point. What some people are trying to do to sell old iPhones and such is new. And not even restore them, but just to sell them as is. Round table. What? Oh, the underside. Tiled wall shelf? Tiled wall. Oh. Okay. That was weird. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was filthy. Look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hey. Oh, Cloud. Tifa told me I have to make sure you did your job. Huh. Not bad. Done a lot of cleaning as some work. You're the real deal. I see you wash my sword too. Alright. We done with the small talk? Got important things to do. Bye. That sounds about right for that jackass. Oh my god. Mako Energy Exhibit. Man, you were giving me $225 to clean this shit? Fuck you. That should be at least 1,000. At least. Hello once again. This is Reeve. Hello once again. I trust you've been able to take in some of the city since we were last in touch. Sorry to pull you away from your vacation, but we have another job lined up for you. The nature of this task, however, demands a great deal more discretion than the first we had you perform. Of course, this also means that you shall be compensated handsomely for your troubles. One of the specimens from Hojo's laboratory escaped and made its way to the 60th floor. It was eventually captured in the Mako Energy exhibit, but it refused to go quietly, and the place is coated with a thick layer of biological ooze. While we entrusted the floor and the walls to our security team, I insisted that someone with more skilled touch handle the exhibit itself. Reeve. Okay, had to check that real quick. Metal cleaner. I'm given 4 metal cleaners. Bruh. Really? Yo, this is cool. Really? Oh god. Glad to have you in the Shinra building again. Why? Why have you done this? Why have you decided to coat the walls and come? Even though I might not be where I am today without the company's stunning advancements in Mako harvesting technology, I have rarely visited this exhibit, and I believe I finally understand why. and forces me to come face to face with the fact that this city has become no longer what I'd hoped it would be. Uh-huh. A terrible darkness has settled over Midgar, and who knows when it will lift. But I digress. Well, I don't want to tell you how to do your job. So I won't. But y'all gotta leave me alone to do mine. I mean, like, holy shit, guys. Seriously. Thanks, Powerwash guy. You've been a great shoulder to have my head on. Thanks for listening to me in my time of need. Yeah. What? I can't hear you over the machine. That's all that's going through it. I can't hear you. Try again later. Leave your name and number after the beep. Thanks. Oh shit, those can get cleaned. Small wall-based divider. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is... What did you... Wait, oh no, I was gonna say, what did you fight? Was it Red 13? Is his name Red 13 or was it 13? I'm pretty sure it was Red 13. It has been a while since I've played it. I was actually watching Tower play it the other day, but I really wasn't paying attention to a lot of weird internal stuff going on. I was kind of in the middle of something as well. I find myself doing that more often these days, is when I'm in the middle of doing something, I'll turn something on. And even though I'm busy with doing something else, I find it easier to have, even if I'm not listening to it, just having something on the side. So if I look that direction, it's like, oh, that's nice. Oh, cool, they're doing this. Of course, I've also gotten really used to fucking sitting in and watching people play Dead Space too. I am one of those weird Dead Space people. That's what I have become. I will now seek out other people on Twitch playing Dead Space, and I am surprised by how many people there are first playing Dead Space, and I will sit in their streams and I will watch them play Dead Space. Because it brings me a certain level of joy to see people having fun or suffering with Dead Space. Be it Dead Space 2 or Dead Space 1, it's just fun to see. Now, the only problem I'm going to have later on is because I know someone else is playing Dead Space 3 for the first time, and I'm excited to see how well they do in certain parts. She's actually doing really well already, but it's more fun to be like, okay, this is what we're doing, and this is what's going to happen. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to watch Dead Space Junkie. I am a Dead Space Junkie. I'll take that, yeah. It's just so fun. It really is. Because a lot of them, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're playing it for this reason. I have no idea what's going to happen, and we're going to call it good. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome. I'm going to watch. And some people are just like, I have no idea what's happening. I'm lost. I missed this important point. I don't know what's going on. And my stupid ass will be like, oh, what's up? Oh, do you know who this guy is? He has this with this. It's like, I know this answer a little too well. It's like, shit. It's just like I've been watching Powder. She's fun. She's playing Dead Space 3, like I was saying. And it's just been like, okay, well, who's this person? That is this person. Oh, well, what are we doing here? That's because of this. Allow me to explain the general layout of Midgar. Do you have to? I mean, like, I don't really care, but I guess go for it. I'm probably jamming out to, like, some tunes. Actually, do I have music going? I actually don't have music, do I? Huh. Water reverb, ambient tones, music. As you may have noticed, it is divided into 8 sectors, each powered by its own Mako reactor. At the very center of the city stands the Shinra building. Okay, so I don't have music. I probably should have turned on some music now that I think about it. Ah, but as the city design is predicated on the use of... I was reading that, asshole. I don't think there's a way to fix that so it stays on longer either. But yeah, I do love my Dead Space. So, I'm getting a certain kick out of seeing people play it. And I love watching them play more of it. Because it's... I don't know why I took so well to Dead Space. You know, you have these people who take some games, and that is their whole identity. I don't know why Dead Space was such a thing to me that I've done that. But it's fun nonetheless. It really is. So me seeing people finally play it and have fun, that means something. Of course, the other thing I'm going to play is no, not Fear. I already did Fear. Thief. Actually, I think I talked to Panda about that too. Because he actually, I think he showed some interest in that. I don't know. I know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, a couple of people I've talked to have shown interest in me talking about playing those old games again. Now, I remember I had done that earlier, but I also found out that those no longer exist. The Thief games. Thief Deadly Shadows, Thief Gold, Thief Metal, the Metal Age. I'm pretty sure that was with you. If not, that was with someone else. And I am interested in doing those. I will probably do them again. It just depends if I wanted to do somewhat of a Let's Play in them or stream them. I can even stream them one by one, honestly. Thief is a fun series. Yeah, see? Thief was a fun series. I really love Thief. That was one of those early series that 12-year-old me playing Dead Shadow. Oh, fucking Hammer Haunts. Oh no. The Asylum. Oh, fuck yeah. The Asylum was so good. I can't believe they put that at the end, though. That whole thing needs to be remade. They need to remake the entire Thief series on a newer engine, new shit, and everything. I would learn. I should learn Unity just to start doing shit like that. You know, I mean, it's such a good game. Remake, remaster? Yeah. No, I wouldn't remake it. Or remaster it. Or, no, I would not remake it. I would remaster it. or I would save money and then pay some guy to do it for me. Just take this game, bring it to high def, call it good. Take it to Unity. Let's Legend of Zelda this shit. As some people have projects in doing that. You're like, nah, do that with this. Better upscale the old games to the new engine? Yeah. Hey, making the same trilogy. There has been a lot of things people have done with that, and it's like, no, just remake it from scratch, put it on the new engine, and leave it at that. It's like, are you sure that's what you want? It's like, yeah, just do that. Don't do anything else. Don't fuck with it at all. Don't change anything at all. Leave everything the same. Leave it alone. Leave the dialogue they use alone. Use the original if you can. You know? It's just don't touch anything you don't need to. And just make it work. And some people can do that. They'll just take the game, remake assets, or take a fuck ton of just pre-made assets and make that work. Which I know for a fact you can do. There was nothing outstandingly unique in Thief that you probably can't find on the store now. Even the even all the other stuff in Thief 2, where they had all the custom cool shit, where it's like, oh yeah, this is Karis's base, here is this, and here is this. It's like, oh shit, damn, that's gonna be a big issue, and you turned out it's like, yeah, no, it wasn't so bad. But there is a lot of stuff that goes on that you can just find a pre-made model for, and I'm sure would work just as well. Or one you have to do the bare basics of tweaking. Or find someone to tweak it for you. You know, to make it work. But you could do that. And to me, I'm like, yeah, that would be well worth it, because you would get to finally do so much, or I could finally get to see so much, because there was a lot of hidden shit and a lot of fun shit. And Thief, as much as I know people probably think it's an overrated game, or it's a game that no one remembers, it has a thriving base to it. Apparently, like I think it was Civi who had said, the wiki for it is like called Taffer Patcher or Taffer Pages. I was like, that was hilarious. Or maybe that was Mandalore. But it was such fun to see those guys cover it, because I'm like, I'm glad these games are not faded into obscurity. You know, not yet. There's still someone who remembers them outside of myself, who can share that to their followers, who can encourage people to play them, because they should be played. They are that much fun. Like, some of them suck, don't get me wrong. Some games should just, like, fade away. But Thief was a good game. Thief was a game that earned its place. Kind of like how the first Prince of Persia went around. Oh, no, wait. That first Prince of Persia was a remake, too, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's the weird part. Fucking Prince of Persia. The one for the PlayStation? Yeah, that was a remake. Magma is a substance that flows under the surface of the planet. Is this all metal? Oh, this is all metal. Ugh. It's like exploded. Our skilled engineers have learned how to convert this substance into electricity, in which turn has greatly raised the people's standard of living. I had hoped this innovation would allow Midgar to become a veritable utopia. Well, I doubt that's gonna happen. No such thing. Unfortunately, wherever there is progress, there are setbacks. Yes! Especially when it comes to the greedy. Okay, that should be good there. Okay. Are you sure this guy just didn't explode? Mark my words, I will complete my expressway project one day, as well as the restoration of Sector 6. Okay, that's cool, bud. All I want is to make life better for everyone in Midgar, especially those in the Undercity. However, I had to fight tooth and nail for every permit and scrap of funding. I honestly don't remember you in the whole scheme of Final Fantasy. Sorry, bud. I just don't. As much as it pains me to say this, I fear the rest of Shinra may view Midgar's people in a different light. Oh, this is the last one. Just do a quick sweep. There we go. Okay. Oh, that looks so much better. Alright. I'd hit you with the big one. Ooh, that's working good. Okay. No, that's the big one. That's... We'll stick with the 25. There we go. Now we're making progress. We just gotta go around the wheel a few times. At least the outer ring. Okay. Oh, that's a funny twist. Okay, so at first I thought we were going to be like right after everything going on, but it looks like from. Did you hear that? It sounded like an explosion. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I think we're gonna be involved in their shit faster than we thought we were by literally being in the building with Sephiroth and all these fuckers come ripping through the area. Oh, it's gonna be so bad. Okay, go backwards now. Just received a word about complications with Reactor 1. This is 3003. Oh, was there always a hole in the... Oh, wait, is this Sector 6? 202. 30Z. Is... Okay. No, I don't remember very well. Before, if anyone's like, oh, come on, you know this. I don't. I very, very distinctly do not remember a lot of what goes on with Final Fantasy VII. Because Final Fantasy VII was pretty much an opera, as far as I was concerned. There was just so much going on, and it was so weird, because there was so much to follow, that it may as well have been. Bruh. Alright, let's dig our heels in that shit. I suppose that... No, hang on. No. Where's my... There it is. So where's my whirly? That kind of works, not really. Okay, there we go. Kinda wish it worked a little better. I can see why they opened this up to multiplayer. Holy shit. Okay. Really? I have not cleaned this section yet? Oh, that is Sector 6 plate. Okay. It helps if I read the description. There we go. Okay, so that is Sector 6. This is the base floor large. Which somehow still has some fucking dirt in it somewhere. There we goes. Alright, so Sector 6 is now clean. Ha! See, I did your job. This is 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, so that's on the opposite side of the building. Huh, alright. Actually, I don't even know where I'm at. Never mind. As far as I know, that could be over my head. You know, now that I think about it, it's like, Mako. Oh, these are the react. Oh, okay. Mako Reactor 1. And you're labeled as such. Okay, that makes it easier. I don't qualify to get a freaking stepladder in here? Wait. I know it, yeah, this intersection is nasty. Like, super nasty. Why is that? Oh, there it goes. I was like, why is that not getting clean? Because I had more further deeper in. Filthy. Cleaned it all. Ugh. You know, I'm using the highest cleaner I can. Like, this is the best one you can get in the game. Oh, that worked out. Clean all that sludge off here. Good, 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 good. Alright. And gotta turn over here. Are we talking about another thief of the Emerald? You know, now that I think about that quote, the only two thieves we talk about is Garrett and Emerald. Those are about the only two good thieves I can think of. I don't even count Aladdin in that shit. You know, actually, no. Technically, if you really want to get it on mine, Amber was designed after Aladdin. Which is kind of weird now that I think about it, because Aladdin became the king of thieves with a genie he's set free. But ours didn't do that. Then again, I can't tell if that was due to poor writing or just because they didn't think of that. It could have been both. It really could have been both. Wait. Out of context, if you show this to someone and tell them it's a Metroid Prime, they would believe you? Probably. I would imagine so. Aladdin's dad was the king of the... Oh, wait, didn't Aladdin take over for the king? Because, didn't he oopsie himself into a situation he can't undo? Oh, those are spotlights? Why the fuck would you need a spotlight that big? The fuck are you looking for? Kaiju? We're looking for Tifa's tits. We need the biggest fucking lights you could ever find. Good God, what the... This... Okay, there's the reactor. This chunk is still dirty somehow. Okay. Okay. Oh. That's another series I have not played. I have not played Metroid. I have never played any of the Metroid games. I have maybe watched a Let's Play of like 1 or 2 of them. I know I have watched a lore history of mainly the basics of Metroid, so I knew what was going on with Samus. That's about it. Been recommended you for a while. Really? I don't remember you doing that. I know Nico has... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Nico. Oh. I misread that name. Yeah, Nico, you have been recommending it to me for a while. Well, no. Not really recommending it to me. You've been saying you've been playing it and that it was good. But I haven't even played the original. And I don't know much about it. Or even if that would be my cup of tea. It does seem like fun. But I would want to play one that actually... I knew what was going on. Since Dread was announced, I told you. That's right, yeah. But Dread is on Switch. And I don't own a, what is that thing called? A smart streamer, essentially. A console streamer to PC. One of those cool cards people use to go ahead and stream console shit onto their PC. I do not have one of those. I've looked into one, but I really couldn't justify getting one. In Elgato. Well, no, not just in Elgato. There are different ones. Elgato is just the most known one. But yeah, one of those is needed for that. And the other thing, maybe you guys can answer me this, is, do you know if, not Dark Souls, Bloodborne is on PlayStation 3, or is it just on PlayStation 4? It's a PS4 exclusive. Okay. Well, I guess I won't be playing that unless you know where a broken version is that's playable on PC. On PS5, but it's backwards compatible. I'm not gonna get a I'm not gonna... Oh, I'm not gonna be like those people who get a PS5 and can't fucking play it or play any games on it. At most, there is one other game I would play on the PS5, and that is Ratchet and Clank. That would be about it. I absolutely could not justify the purchase of a PS5 just for the play Ratchet and Clank. Or to play Bloodborne. Unless I'm getting a PS4 super cheap. Like, non-existently cheap. because I have had people telling me that that's what I should do, is I should have bought a PS4 back when the PS5 was announced because they would be super cheap. And the next thing you know is the PS5 went completely out of stock. And no one was able to get it, so they held on to their PS4s. In fact, they started to raise the price of the PS4s because of the demand people had of trying to get them back, or trying to hold on to their shit, because they found out that the PS5s were not backwards compatible with physical discs, like they said it was going to be. Instead, you have to buy the games digitally for them to be backwards compatible. Which I don't understand how you fuck that up, because technically, it should be able to read those discs the same as it would any other time. Get a Switch and play Pokemon? I triple dog to you? I have a Switch. I just don't stream on it. I do have a Switch. In fact, the sound is cutting. I wonder if that was either from me or if that was because I was choking. Hang on a minute. Ah, there we go. There. Now you're facing me. Okay. Yeah, I had a... No, my throat was going bad, so I had to get a cup of water. I had to hydrate. But yeah, I have my Switch. I do play it not as often as I used to, but I still play it fairly often. At most, I kind of use it now for being fit. But even then, that's kind of iffy depending on what I'm doing at work. Because there are times where I don't need, I don't need to work out on my fit because of work being that hard on me. Or it's just like, oh, damn. You're good. Take a chill pill. Now, I will say one of the nicer things about where I work is because I am as active as I am moving around for the most part, I have some pretty good blood pressure when it's working right. Oh, you could play that idle game. That does not narrow things down. That idle game. Otherwise, just stream Switch games if you have a good computer. I have a moderately good computer, yeah. Switch games do not take up that much work. They're not that heavy on my PC. So if I were to try and play one, I'm pretty sure I would be able to. You know, there's no reason why it wouldn't work on mine. I very much a Switch game runs as hard as Dead Space. I was at least able to play Dead Space in the lowest level of graphics. Wait, is this... Okay, that's a different thing. It just depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, I have thought about that, just like I thought about playing Xenosaga. I actually had an interest of that when it came out, but I never got in around to it. There's other games like Forspoken that I want to play, or was it Forewarned? I think it was Forspoken. Because I loved Egyptology, I love that cool shit. And it's a haunted game? Damn, count me in. But I kind of got sucked in with Phasmophobia. And part of me kept thinking that if this is the best Phasmophobia has, then obviously Forspoken's going to be, you know, the same. And I have seen a lot of other people playing it, and obviously their response has been eh, it's okay. But then when they play Forspoken, they're like, no, this is a lot better. Like, is it really, or is that just you saying it is? But for a lot of people, yeah, they straight up say it's a lot better than Phasmophobia. Because they added more to do. And then there's the Ghost Hunters. What's that? Ghost Hunters United with that pissy French guy. The sole developer who's a really, really angry French guy. He does not like feedback or anything. That's really why I say. It's because a lot of people had said that he gets really angry if you do stupid shit or ask him stupid stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe not. But he is doing it all alone. So that's probably why. But I very much doubt any of his work is as bad as the crap that goes on with Phasmo. Honestly, the fact that it took them as long, and even then, they still didn't do it. They put in a kicking system, Ubisoft. God, only. Fucking if Ubisoft did it, it'd be better. No, but have I made like any progress? Very little. What was it? What was I saying? Tokyo Mirage. Oh, I think I had Tokyo Mirage downloaded from the Play Store. I don't know if I ever played it or not. I might not have had the chance to before it was removed from the store. I think that was on my list of things to play. Because, yeah, it looked like a really good game. And it had my interest. Because a lot of those really fun games like that look so good. But for Phasmophobia, it very much angered me that they didn't have a way to ban people. It took them so long to even get a kick system implemented, and its security is full of holes. Because people are still hacking that thing left and right, where they have stalked players from game to game, making it impossible for them to kick other people. And I've been like, okay, that's fucking creepy. Apparently nothing was done. Not doing anything. It's like, no, that's a red flag. And even me jumping into it, I was like, I can't play this. There's just so many assholes out there, and so many racists. It's like, this is horrible. It's like, these guys are in this game, and you're fucking just not even doing this crap. I also partially blame Steam for allowing a lot of those users to be able to do that, with zero repercussion. It's just sad when what could have been, what was one of my favorite games, to be ruined like that. Not necessarily by a fan base, but by people who find it fun to torment others, and they themselves don't have to deal with the repercussions of it. It's like, no, there should have been a permanent ban on these things. There should have been implemented a hardware ban on a lot of these people. So, yeah, you cannot play Phasmo on this computer. You should be stripped of that account. And instead, it's just like, oh yeah, no, they're at it again. Oh, they're just stalking this one player. It's fine. It's like, no, absolutely not. But yeah, I'm not a developer. I'm not one of importance. It just very much bothers me now that I'm hearing a lot more people with horror stories. And it's so sad. Come on. Fucking hell, where is this dirt? There. But it is what it is. We aren't going to bother trying to correct that issue. We are just going to move on to a different fun game. I have been looking into a few of those other fun horror games. I like my horror puzzles. I really do. They are just fun. I do like my JRPGs, so I might look into some of those. It's just hard to find good ones that aren't on the system. That's honestly the part I'm stuck on. Is a lot of them are locked behind PlayStation or other such, or mainly the Switch too. But I suppose if you guys really want me to, I could always get a Pokemon game and try and play it. I'll actually give you guys a nice little quiz. What do you think was my first Pokemon game? I should have saved the soap for this chunk. This is a bitch and a half. Pokemon Silver. Nope. Keep trying. Nico, what do you think? Keep trying. Let's see. I want to see what you guys think. What do you think was the first Pokemon game I played? And so far, the only Pokemon game I have played. I mean, let's make that a little easier. It is the first and only Pokemon game I have played. Sokka, you too, if you're here, lurking around watching. What do you think it was? Emerald, huh? No, that's not right. I'll make it a little easier. Honestly, this should probably give it away. I played it on the Nintendo 64. Stadium. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, I just realized I'm cleaning up streetlights. Snap, you are right. The only Pokemon game I have played is Pokemon Snap. I have never played any of the other Pokemon games. I have played them in the aspect that I was handed a Nintendo handheld device, one of the handheld Nintendos, the Game Boys. And I saw the original Pokemon, and I started to make a character and play on it. And then I had to leave. And that was the full extent of my introduction to Pokemon. And then it came back around when my parents had bought Pokemon Snap on Nintendo because it looked like a cute, fun game. That is the only Pokemon game I have played. And a lot of people have probably never heard of Pokemon Snap. I haven't got the thing that says that I'm almost done. So there's more? What is left? Inside here. Okay. What? I missed a spotlight? Are you shitting me? 2, 1. Sector 00. Okay, is this whole ring Sector 0? Okay. There we go. Shinra Building Executive Floor Pedestal. Shinra Building Piping. Motherfucker! They're all Shinra Piping. Okay, let me see here. Middle floor drum executive pedestal. Okay, I can kind of see inside. There we go. Okay. Shinra Building Piping. Bro, come on. I can't see what's fucking dirty in this crowded mess. Oh. Oh, wait, there's soap. There's still some soap. Okay. 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 Fuck. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah. I don't know what I'm aiming for, but I'm just gonna douse it all. Maybe it's something I missed that's service level. Which Pokemon? I said I played Pokemon Snap. Was that in here? Yeah, I didn't play the actual Pokemon. I just played Pokemon Snap. And I grew up watching the anime Pokemon. That was one of my Saturday morning things to watch, next to Digimon, and other such. What piping? Should be able to highlight it. Oh, that? Where? Are you joking? Whatever. Whatever. It's done. We're done. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Public security believes the incident in Reactor 1 was the work of eco-terrorists known as Avalanche. I can't imagine why anyone would endanger the lives of their fellow citizens, least of all those who claim to respect all life. But conversely, perhaps Shinra needs to ask itself where its fault in all this lies. Forgive me, this isn't your problem. Instead, let me congratulate you on another job well done. It is always a pleasure working with you. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Reeve. How many of these other Airbuster? Wait a minute. Do you think we're gonna have to play through the entire campaign? We'll leave it here. We're at 5 hours. We're good. I oh whatever. I just saw something pop up and I was like, "What? Is that important?" I don't think it popped up on the stream. It I'm not gonna worry about that. A lot of weird things all of a sudden going on with people today. I don't know why, but I'm glad. Glad it's not by me, at least. Okay. I should be able to quit. Cool. There we go. Turn that up. Huh. Well, whatever. I'm impressed. It works fine. I just have to remember. I just have to remember the controls. Well, today was a lot of fun. I'm happy you guys can make it out tonight and join me for this and see my new duds and the cool new look on my face as I go, oh. I am just going to have to figure out how to do thumbnails. Figure out how they do the outline around the character and just like, you know, things like that. Oh, I can't open my mouth very far. I can't dislocate and drop it low, go, brah. I'll just take what I can and make a thumbnail with it if I can. But also commission art and do other things like that so I can have fun with it. You know? Why did that change? Where's my mouse? Come here. There we go. There we go. Do some changes, do some other fun things like that. Honestly, keep things nice, keep them loose. Just have some fun. Pretty much like I have been. At least more so. I got my eyes on you, Restream. Fuck off. But thank you guys for making this really cool today. It's not an often time I get to really announce something really cool like this and really feel excited for it. It was a little bit last minute, but I feel like it was well worth it and just in time, because with me looking like this, I'm like, oh, cool. I actually react. I actually can look and see and do. And I track with myself much better than before. More better than before. It's nice to be able to emote, really, and actually have something that goes with my face and travels with me. You know, it can track me as well as it can. And from what I know is it can get better, and I will try. It was a great stream. Thank you. That's good to hear. Wait a minute. Oh, cool. They didn't pop up on stream. Good. Yeah, Restream just was like, oh, you had 100 messages. Yay. I don't care. Restream. It was a great stream. Thank you much, Royce. I wasn't sure if you were still here. That's handy. That's nice. My fingers aren't out. There we go. But yeah. So today was a good day. Good stream. I feel, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too. I know it wasn't the pulse-pounding, action-packed Persona 5, but we can always pick that up some other time. I know it's Persona. It's it's at least a 100-hour game. It's not going anywhere for a while. It'll probably take us about another 2-3 3-4 months to beat, unless I start really dedicating long streams to beat it. That might be what we have to do, but yeah, for now, no. We will play what we can do and do what we can. Ah, my neck. Alright. Well, I'm having fun. I love looking at the new room. Now that it's finally out, I'm loving looking around everywhere and be like, oh. Now that I can finally show off the model too, I'm like, ooh, yes. You guys are actually getting in touch with my real gremlin self at times. And you can see it too, which is so much better than being claymation potato me. You know, I can actually do facial expressions and just emote. Having hands was nice, but it didn't equate to when my facial expression was just like, ooh, you know, it just isn't the same. Well, it is a good time, so we'll go ahead and just call it here. I need to stand up and stretch anyway, and it'll be good for us all. Plus, I can take a better look at this mask that I ordered. Ooh, that's heavy. I remember showing it to some of you guys. I'm pretty sure I showed it to a good number of you. But now that I have the, yeah, it's that big. Yeah, it's a big mask. This thing is like, yeah. Now that I have it, I can take a better look at it, how it's supposed to go on, and how it's supposed to feel. It was one of my things to wear at a con. So, oh, I dropped stuff on my desk. So, no one knows my face. Which is weird saying it because, even though I was a plain IRL streamer, no one has pictures of me. And I don't exist on the net, which is hilarious. So yeah, I'm just like, oh cool, I wonder how far I can take this. It probably won't be very far before I'm just like, fuck it, here's a selfie. But that's its own thing. I'm not gonna worry about it, because I don't look anything like I used to look like. There's been a whole lot of transformation in that one. Oh boy, let me tell you. Alright, well, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. I don't know about streaming tomorrow. Probably won't. And Monday, I'm starting my old hours, so that's going to shift again. If I'm lucky, I will be able to stream at like 6 o'clock my time central. Otherwise, it will be 7. And I will probably go till either 10 or 11. Whichever one I can wrangle around. So we'll have to go ahead and see about that. It's just work is work. If I were a full-time streamer, I would make my own hours. I would stream earlier. It'd be nice. I'd be able to stream at noon and then be able to do all that fun shit and then not have an issue, but I'm not. So that's its own thing. But thank you much, guys. I will catch you in the next one. I am glad that everyone was here for my debut kind of thing and revamp my look. I'll catch you in the next one. I love you all. Take care and have a good one. And remember, you're my engineers. I expect the best of you, and I know all of you are awesome. Let's put the best example forward for who we are and how we stand up to. Alright? Catch ya.